So recording is going.
All right. Prince Nick?
Okay, yeah, we are up to player one.
Okay,
Audio.
so here we go. Got my hand. And I can now play either 0, 1, or 2 event cards, right?
Right, and if you play 0, then you're doing the strategic depot rule, which is 11.0 if you need to read it.
Yeah, I fucking need to read that.
Well, if you do that, if you play no cards for the ops, then you just get a default, which is moving 2 units or launching 1 offensive.
Okay.
So
And are there any restrictions on who I can attack at this point? Is there any mechanic that I need to do in order to, declare war on stuff?
Right.
There might be some scenario rules as far as who you can't. Let's go look at that real quick.
Okay.
Just make sure.
This is a lot.
I think that most of the Peter should check, but I think most of the incentive for attacking versus not attacking has to do with the international tension track. So you can attack most people, but there's maybe consequences attached to it.
Definitely watch out for the international tension. Probably would be a good thing to kind of look for yourself. Which
Saudi perspective.
Yeah,
I
want the international. Like
Nick is an agent of chaos here.
I'm quite frankly not seeing any reason why I shouldn't just push on to Baghdad.
Hey, do what you gotta do. You did just
And
get
by Baghdad, I mean Aleppo.
Yeah, you did just get all your new friends, right?
Yeah, go to Aleppo. Don't go to Baghdad.
Well, one at a time, boys. One at a time. Okay. So I am going to discard, and then sorry, let me go back over to the rules and see how I can use this. So,
have you tried playing for events yet? Before you start allocating your ops points?
I don't have any events that I really want to use.
Got it. Okay.
So, I took more combat cards. Those don't have to be played. I'm sorry?
Warmonger, typical Nick behavior.
Sorry if I'm trying to raise the tension level. I can't do that with just rifles, man.
That would be the moment where you would place your reinforcements if you expended the card.
Okay, I'm gonna play that then. I'm gonna play reinforcements. And put this over here since it's a event. Gotcha. And that allows me to pick a batch of reinforcements. We'll pick one eliminated unit from. So a batch of reinforcements. So am I able to? I want to plop down some of these free Iraqi army guys. Is that possible? Or is that only a first turn rule thing?
Peter should correct me, but when it says a batch of reinforcements, I do believe the
It's
batches
just
are
these
numbered.
main ones. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Okay. And restrictions on placement. Let's see.
You should check though, because the FIA might have reinforcement rules that are a little different. But continue.
Looking it up.
Let me look where reinforcements are.
That's what I'm looking
Where I can bring those things up. Page 8.
Where?
Everyone looked at their victory conditions, right?
Yes, definitely.
If there's any caveats to Saudi.
Are victory conditions checked at a certain point in the turn?
Sunni militias arrive in any space controlled by the Turkish or Saudi player. Okay, cool.
I think it's assessed at the end of the final turn, which in this case it's 12 turns. We're not going to get through all of it.
Alright.
But
I am gonna place this stack of reinforcements, and we are going to place it in Nukhaib. So it says I can place these guys in any
friendly controlled, it's either
in
in country
Iraq,
or,
Lebanon, or Syria.
All right.
Makes sense. Okay, that was me playing for the event, right?
Can they be overstacked though?
yeah, they can only have, unless it says Israel, I think is the only one that can overstack the.
Oh, these are Egypt and UAE and oops. Yeah. All right, I'll put these guys, the Sunnis there. And how many is per space?
3, so that's
All right, that's
enough,
that
yeah.
is a border thing. So I don't think that counts. This is not an actual unit. And then these guys here, I'm gonna.
The only
place-
other additional stacking rule is that Turkey can only have 1 brigade, and it's out of the 3.
Mm,
Sorry, say again. I can only have 1 brigade.
Yeah,
per
you can
hex,
only
or
stack
per
1
tile.
brigade. Yeah. And you can have 2 other units with it, of course, but you can only have 1 brigade unit in the
Alright.
stack.
Are you sure it's brigade or is it corps?
It's brigade, I thought. Hold on, let's go look. Oh, you're correct. You're correct. It's core.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because they're all brigades anyway. Too many different games in my head.
These are all good. Supply is good. Planning, he'll select from his hand to acquire op points. Discard some. Okay. Now I'm gonna go on to here, and I am going to.
So which step are you up to in the sequence? It's just
I'm up
the
to step the planning step. So I'm
Okay.
gonna discard combat engineers. Actually, I'm gonna do Tea Party at the White House, I think. I'm gonna get rid of that. I have no idea what these cards, but it's alright. So we'll just figure it out.
The one thing I wish is that there was a place on here that we could put, like, just like a simple.
Does anyone know what cards 33 and 82 are? No,
Mm,
I'm not. Yeah, I don't. Or is there a list in the rule book? Maybe.
mm,
No.
See one
I'm
now.
looking at the rulebook right now.
Yeah.
no.
Sorry, somebody grabbed those before I could.
There might be one on the website.
I can go look if y'all want to just.
Let's see.
Okay.
What are the numbers?
36 is airstrikes.
Sorry, it was 33 and 82.
33.
Okay, 33 is in the high international tension cards. That's the Moab strike. So you don't have to worry about that one for a little bit.
Okay, then I will go with these combat engineer ones. I'm gonna hold on to that for the Moab strike. Okay, so combat engineers gives me 4 op points. Each op allocated 2 movements in the map. All movements must be completed. Each op point. So, sorry, so there's 1 op point to move up to 2 units into a space, and then 1 op point to then combat with up to 3 of those units.
Correct.
Okay, so okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Fuck it, we ball. I'm going into Shahba with 1 op point, and sorry, there's a few extra guys there. We're not bringing those guys. We're going into Shahba or Shabaka. Wallahi, my Arabic teacher is out here just crying. Then we're gonna use one op point. Well, I suppose that's not right now.
But you
So how
would
many-
engage in combat though, right?
Yes, but don't I have to?
Yeah, it's first it's all
First all my
declaring
movement.
where you want to attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Then
Then
it's
for all your
movement when those units you don't want to attack with, basically, and then offensive are resolved.
And then we're doing that guy right there. Actually, no, we're gonna keep one guy there. And then we're going to.
Wish there was some sort of a marker for all this.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a.
So, sorry, just so we can. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm gonna use this guy instead. Here's what I did. Moved one guy from over Rafah to Shabaka. One guy from Rutba, and one guy from Bandana to Nukhayb. So that was 3 op points, and then my last op point is going to be here doing the offensive here in Shabaka. So that's all 4 of my ops points, if I'm playing that right.
Okay.
So, and then so now I'm on to.
For each OP allocated to movement, you can move 2 units.
I saw that too.
Sorry, what'd you say, man? What'd you say, Jan?
Each ops point allows you to move 2 units.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
I did.
perfect.
And only
I
one.
deliberately chose to only move 1 from here to here and
Sure.
here
Perfect.
to here, just because I wanted to maintain a firm grip on the border crossing.
I just
Peter,
realized
do you
as you.
mind-
Go ahead.
Sorry, would you mind grabbing some of the red cubes from the objects?
Hold on.
Oh, I should
rock
probably.
attacks and
You
stuff.
know what? Let me promote everybody.
I guess what we should probably do is rather have those guys sit here, because if they do not manage to take that, they are repulsed back to where they came from.
Okay, that's fine.
Just
and-
promoted everybody, but I'll go grab some.
And these guys are here. I already have my Free Iraqi Army guys there, so
Yeah.
they're all cool with that.
You scale that down. I promoted everybody, so you should be able to manipulate the object.
Mhm.
You might want to. There you go. Perfect.
Did you?
And so I guess resolving. I'm not sure how to resolve combat yet. So, but we've got some guys here, and we got 2 of my units moving in here.
Now the one thing is that you're committing the units that you're going to want to move into that place as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so we want to go through this. The active player adds the attack strength of all the units taking part. The difference indicates the initial column for resolving the offensive on the CRT, and then there's column shifts, which should be described pretty. Are they not on here? Okay.
Yeah, the
So,
numbers on the counters is attack
there you
is
go.
first, then defense, and then
Movement,
the
distance.
ability, movement, and the ability to break through these red numbers.
Okay, so the column
Gotcha.
shifts. The active player adjusts the column. A space's intrinsic defensive value shifts it in favor of the defender. The entrenchment shifts it in favor of the defender. So what was the difference in
Attack versus
combat
defense.
power? Correct.
So my offensive combat power is 8. Their defensive combat power is 4. So I've got a +4, which
on the
is
plus.
this one right here,
Mhm.
Correct.
and 1 shift over
Yeah, one shift for the
for the
defensive.
fortification.
Right.
But then I'm also going to be playing mobile artillery to shift it 2 over in my favor, so it's over here.
So you're back to the
Very
+5,
good.
+7.
Yeah.
At what
Yeah.
point do I get to play cards? Like if on the defense.
Don't worry about that.
It should. Is there something that the instructions on the card explicitly say you can play it at any time?
Yeah.
Then play it.
I'm going to play IEDs. A player uses improvised explosive devices to defend any attack space, even if he himself is not a targeted. But in this case, I'm going to play it on. So I'm going to shift those 2 columns back, and this is specifically defense only.
Yep.
All right, so still back on this one right here. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna let it ball. So we just
And it
roll
also
one die
says
for
place an
this.
IED marker on the box. I'm not sure what lasting effects that has.
Let's go see. They're down to right here. I think what
I
is
think that's just a visual representation. I guess it's.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so I'm the only one that rolls this die. Or...
Yep.
All right, so that's a 6.
Oh.
And that is a defender retreat. I don't know if he has anywhere to retreat to, because all these are surrounded by my boys.
Defender retreats. The defender loses 1 step, so the counter is flipped. And withdraws to a friendly controlled adjacent space. The attacker gains control of the space. And occupies it with all of his engaged units.
Is there anybody here?
Yes, there
Armored
is.
units can now exploit the breakthrough by occupying an adjacent space free of enemy units. Which there is none.
So he cannot. He's destroyed. He's destroyed. Right.
Love that. Love to see it.
I don't like it.
Sorry.
Objection.
I'm pushing buttons right now.
That dice is rigged.
Objection to the hog. To the Hague.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Ten hog. And so the IED thing will remain there. No, maybe.
I don't.
Not sure.
Yeah, I will check that.
I'll just keep it right next there, and we can remove it if it's not supposed to be there.
Does the card say anything?
The card says
it's because
place it.
it defends against all offensives this turn.
Ah.
So if there's
Okay.
multiple attacks from multiple
Yeah.
directions,
Yeah.
it would work for all.
So
Love to see
remove it,
that.
so remove.
All right, and I think that's it for me.
Or we'll just remove it at the end of the turn. It's fine. Okay. That goes to Iran.
Where's the discard pilot?
Yeah, it's right next to a flip. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure you discard it to the right pile.
Yeah, they were both assets. It looked like.
Yeah. All right. Well, mine will be sort of similar. I will play reinforcements, and I'm going to do the first batch from the Iranian force pool. And let's see. Was that in the scenario rule book?
Did you
Or the scenario book or the?
Did you draw a card as well? Reinforcements
not
also
done that.
allows to draw a card.
Oh yeah. Did you do that, Prince Nick?
You do what? So, draw a card after.
In
I
your
did not do that.
reinforcements. Yeah.
Sorry, let me see. Read that.
Also,
Draws 1 card from a pile, and I did not do that. So
It says from a draw pile.
Yeah, you can choose.
Draw from
You can choose which one you want.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Also, it's not just one. If you look at sequence of play 7, it's to regain your total hand.
You regain your total hand, but you get the extra card basically, right?
Okay, so I had 4 to start with. I only have 2 now. Should I have, when I played those last 2 cards, should I have drawn more?
I think you only draw 1 when you play the reinforcements
Yeah.
card.
Okay. Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, but then you draw up to 4 anyway once you're done with your turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I guess the card that you draw when you play reinforcements, you can then play right away.
Yeah, you could potentially
That's the intention.
immediately use it.
The one I just drew is not one that I would have immediately played.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no harm, no foul.
Well, then I will draw.
Appreciate everyone's patience with that. Should have read a little
Hold
bit more.
Real quick, Nick, Prince Nick, before your turn ends, you're supposed to restock your cards to the full.
Okay, I'll do that. 1 second. Gotta step away, but feel free to go ahead. Ayatollah Nick.
There you go.
Okay, so I guess the first thing is draw a card, and I will do from
Middle two.
the middle two. Okay, because it is higher national attention.
Those aren't in play yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'll just draw one of these.
Wait, why am I?
Wait, isn't that the
Why
one
are
that
you
we
trying-
shouldn't choose from if it's high national
yeah.
attention? Yeah.
Yes.
But hold on, why are you drawing a card?
Because the
Because I just
reinforcement
played-
cards. So
You played
Oh, I'm
reinforcements.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
So was that the correct track to draw from?
No, not
What-
these. You want to do it from that one? You want to do it from this or this?
Yeah. I put the high tension one sideways now. Just
Oh, gotcha,
that
gotcha,
I'm not
okay.
mistaken. Yeah.
I just reshuffled
Okay.
those, so we're good.
And I will draw from here.
Love that. Love that.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So picks a batch of reinforcements. Picks one. Blah, 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 and I'm going to do a batch of reinforcements. And where was the where were the rules on where I can put these?
They
Prince
were
Nick,
on
you-
page 8. They were on page 8 in the rule book.
Basically, any in-country space that is not enemy occupied. Basically, has to be a friendly. It has to be a friendly.
Which units are you placing? So you're placing Iranian.
Iranian
Are there
forces,
any
yeah.
like non-regulars there?
Looks like the Shia militia.
So I think those might have special rules. The Shia militias arrive at any space controlled by the Iraqi or Syrian player, depending on the scenario. That 3 Iranian paratroop brigades, as well as 2 Iranian Hezbollah units, arrive on any friendly controlled space on the map. As it has to be in supply as well.
This is Iran, right? Iran, the Iranian parachute are placed in Iraq, Syria, or Lebanon on any space controlled by the Iranian player. Shia militias are placed in Iraq or Syria on any space controlled by the Iranian player. Any other Iranian reinforcements are placed in Iran. Per the scenario.
Okay, so these are 2 airborne. So it seems these 3 have to be in Iran. The 2 airborne can be in any friendly unit. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Put these 2 here in Ramallah. The Shia militia put here in Karbala. And then these in.
Who do you think you are, man? What?
What are you talking about?
Who do you think you are? You're out here placing them in Karbala?
I know. How dare I put my own forces so close to.
I know.
All right. All right. So I played reinforcements. Nothing is isolated, I believe. Well, would this unit be considered isolated? I mean, technically, are these considered controlled?
Those are
Here's
not controlled by you. I think those are intrinsically IS, unless you physically have a unit there.
this would be
So those
considered
would be
out of
isolated.
control. What, this Free Iraqi Army. Well, this is in Iraq though, so I don't think that. I guess that probably wouldn't be considered isolated.
I'm not sure if you have supply sources. Yeah, Basra is one, for example. I guess
they have
Baghdad
beacons
as well. Yes, it is. I believe you have to track supplies from there.
Even with Iraqi units in Iraq.
Let's see.
Not a monolith.
Not in country though. I think in country they can just, like, if you're way down. I mean, It's not direct. It's just a line of control without an enemy blocking that line.
Yeah. Those that cannot trace a communication line to a valid supply source are no longer in supply.
Yeah, everybody here is in supply. I don't see anybody isolated, do you? This
Well,
guy
this
is. This guy's isolated.
Well, so last turn, this one would have been isolated.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't kill you. It just.
I guess Fallujah still is isolated.
Look at page 7 in the rulebook, 14. They have specific stuff for each faction supply. It depends.
Okay, yeah, Free Iraqi Army may only be supplied from Saudi Arabia. Shia militias must be supplied either from Iran or from an Iraqi, Iranian, or... Okay. What does...
Isolated means the unit only has 2 movement points and it fights with a -2 column shift. It cannot be reinforced and it may not break through or exploit, as it's called in the rules. Reinforcements cannot be placed in an isolated space. When, however, a friendly supplied unit stacks with a previously isolated unit, the isolated unit is immediately supplied.
Gotcha.
And an isolated unit that manages to re-establish supply lines by an successful attack is also immediately supplied.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That there.
So when is that actually check? Okay. So I mean, if those guys break through or manage to take Fallujah, then these guys are supplied again.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'll go on to planning. I'm going to discard humanitarian corridor, and that's 4 ops points.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to use 1 to move both of these units into Fallujah.
Can do.
And 1 to move this one into Baghdad.
Baby.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this? Good stuff.
Someone just joined.
Yeah,
dropped out again.
Okay.
Rando Calrissian over there.
Okay, so that was 2 points spent on movement.
Yeah, and I'm just... So 1 ops point can attack, right?
Yes. 1 ops point to attack with a stack of 3. Or up to 3.
So I use 1 to move there, 1 to move here. I'm going to use another 1 to move here.
Oh, they can continue. They have a movement of 3, so they can go 1,
Oh,
2.
they can. Okay. Okay, so then, so that's 2. another ops point to move these two here, and then my final ops point to attack Fallujah with these 3 units. There we go.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5, that's 9, that's 11 against his 4. All right, so we'll go to, yeah, we're on offensives now. I don't have any cards to adjust the combat resolution table.
You do, however, get a +2 column shift because the defender is unsupplied.
Yeah, so I believe we're on this one.
Which one is that? 11? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So I guess we would be on the extreme.
Slow your roll, my friend.
Okay.
We're gonna be playing a few cards of our own here.
Wow.
There you go.
All right. My roll isn't going to be a 6, so that's it's going to be profoundly.
We're just gonna play the close air support one. So.
Wow.
2 column shift on the attack or defense. So.
Okay, so it shifts back. Shifts back to 5 to 7.
Okay. All right. Where is that dice? Was it just that one card?
And I'm also gonna play this no retreat card. So that allows me to treat all defender retreats as EX. I'm not sure what that means in terms of this game.
Exchange. Both attacker and defender lose a stab. If the defender is eliminated, the attacker occupies the space. And if not, the attacker withdraws.
Okay.
The prince is declared not 1 step back.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cards to burn on Fallujah.
You must not have saw how the first 2 went.
5. So that is a defender retreats, which is an EX.
Yep.
And nuts.
Oops.
Yeah. So this unit loses a stab and one of yours.
Sorry, Shia militia.
And then you go back to Baghdad.
Isn't Baghdad like criminally overstacked at this point?
It is. I'm not quite sure what's happening now.
I'd love to see it.
Let's take a look at the rules. Where would we find that? Let's see.
Stacking. There are 2 exceptions. 3 military units in a single space. It says you can't do it. It doesn't seem to talk about what happens if you accidentally do it.
Let's see, retreats. Retreating units must conform to stacking limits at the end of their movement. If the only adjacent space available means breaking the stacking rules, the retreating units are moved to the nearest connected friendly controlled space that satisfies stacking limits, even if it is further away. If a unit is, however, unable to retreat, even if doing so, and particularly because it is surrounded by enemy units, it's eliminated.
Do you only fix it with the limited number to fix that, or the whole stack?
No, just until it is fixed. Yeah.
Right.
It's like an overspill.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I like that. The overspill rule.
There we go.
I think that's still over.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's 3.
4 units in there, isn't it?
No, that's 3. Oh, it is. Okay.
That one can't run because it was.
Yes, those 2 have to remain in Baghdad, and then those who retreated.
Then that's fine.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I think
Desperate defense.
that pretty much does it for me.
Replenish your cards.
Oh, yeah.
Do your strategic movement if you. I really do advise taking advantage of strategic movement, but yeah.
And gentlemen, I have to take off, but I want to thank you guys.
Sure,
No worries. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we'll definitely
for
join
showing.
in.
I appreciate it, and hopefully I can join the next one and play.
That
Yeah,
would be
absolutely.
great.
Bye.
Take care.
Have a good one. Bye. I am gonna stop streaming at that point.
I said stop screaming.
Oh, I'm only doing that off. I'm only doing that off mic. Yeah, I'm watching the Pacers game and they're losing. That's making me very unhappy.
Oh, Nick, I've been meaning to ask, why do you have a Real Sociedad
Because I'm
the
also
badges?
I'm a big Real Sociedad fan.
Okay.
Been learning Basque too, so.
Nice.
Interesting.
But it's been an up and down year. They're not in form right now. Fucking lost in semifinals of Copa del Rey to Mallorca on penalty kicks. Fucking
I haven't been watching the Spanish league, but isn't it just Real Madrid obliterating everyone?
Girona was giving them a run for a while, but yeah, they've definitely pulled away. Barcelona's down bad. They've got to literally play all their youth guys because they don't have money to actually go out and buy anyone else. Girona's having a good season. They'll be happy with that. Athletic Club's looking good. Atletico is also looking good. So.
All right. I think I'm good. I'm sure I've missed something terribly, but let's do it.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, reinforcements. Take batch 1. And I will throw it. This is quite the batch. Throw it into here. And then I will put this away, and I'll draw another card. Okay. For my supply, I think everything should be good. Yeah, because everything's just connected. That should be fine. Yep. And then, what do you say the strategic reserve was? How many points was it?
You can move 2 units and you can make 1 offensive.
Okay.
And then that's just basically free, but if you do use that free rule, then you can't also expend other cards for ops.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. That case, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to move, or I'm not going to move anything except for the shit. Why not? I'm going to move this one here, and then here. That's going to be my move, and then I'm going to attack this right here with these 2. So that's going to.
Is that not your own militia?
Nope, those are Kurds.
Correct.
Wow.
Who are they controlled by me? Syria?
No, it's similar to it's activated by event card.
Yep.
Ah,
Like Daesh.
So they're gonna
oh,
be
this
floating.
is the Kurdish Peshmergas then.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
that's
yes.
part of, yeah, okay. Sorry. That's part of what this rule set is good for. Teaching you about what each of these damn these factions are, because I can't remember them all.
Right. When everyone was doing their turn, I was looking through, like, checking who controls what, and yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, these are Kurdish units. Okay, this should be fine.
Okay. But you get to control them later, potentially, right?
Potentially, yeah. Which is kind of funny that Turkey could control the Kurds, but anyways, so this would be 6 against 2.
As the
That's on a
Kurds,
+4.
as the Kurds are known to say, no one controls the Kurds. That's gonna be a T-shirt. Me, no.
I am not going to spend any of my cards on this, so I'm just going to take a roll flat out. It's going to be 6 against 2, so that should be +4. So I will take the roll. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's a 4. Exchanged with heavy losses. That is a bit unfortunate. But yeah. So PYD. Where does the PYD go? There's a special discard for it, or does it just get eliminated?
I think it would go.
It looks like the Kurdish reinforcement pools, I'm assuming, over here.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Got it. That makes sense. And I take some unfortunate losses. And move into here. Okay, yeah. And that's done right there. Strategic movement. I'm going to... Okay, so I'm going to strategically move this one into here. And then probably should have used a card in retrospect, so I don't need to adjust anything. And yeah, that's the end of my turn. Syria or Israel or Russia? I forgot.
It's Syria right here. So events. I think I'm gonna play. I can play Daesh, right? As an event. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Which would then bring the top 3 of the IS force pool in any currently. Let's see who I want to mess with. Probably the Peshmergas. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Do I fuck up Mosul? Do I dislike Iraq yet? Not really. Let me just look at the Daesh rules just to make sure I'm doing this right.
There's some interesting stuff that goes on with it, because I think the units that are allowed to attack and be mobile are the ones where you put the al-Baghdadi, like, hero card, I guess, or hero token over here. And how many OPs they get, like how many oil fields they control.
Which is none.
Yeah, well, where are those demarked? Is that just these? Okay. Okay, so we don't get... From the IS point, places them on If the al-Baghdadi counter is not yet in play, do I get to look at that? Do we get to look at that?
It's over on the side, because I think it's there's criteria for placing it down. I forget though. You should check it.
Whatever. There's nothing there. The player activates can choose to put it in play. If the al-Baghdadi counter is reduced, okay. The player controlling IS receives 2 for each oil field. Blah blah blah. He can use these ops to move and to launch offensives. If IS does not control it, the player in charge can always move the al-Baghdadi and launch one offensive with or without al-Baghdadi. So he's able to do one offensive.
So is he placed then on that stack?
Well, hold on.
So IS has a stacking limit of 4 instead of 3, and
Mhm.
al-Baghdadi counts as 2.
Where's
Oh,
that?
okay.
Is that a separate counter? That's
Yeah, it's over here on the far left of the table.
And do I just keep it near here because I don't know for some reason I want it there. If IS does not control any OFOs, the player in charge of IS can always move the al-Baghdadi. Okay, but it's not out. What brings that out?
Didn't you mention that just before?
Oh, if the al-Baghdadi counter is not yet in play, the player activating IS can choose to put it in play and only draw one other counter. I think I'm going to do that then. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, do you mind?
Works.
It's probably not even going to benefit me, so whatever. This is the fun part of the game, though. I like the random IS activation. All right, okay.
Well, they have to activate now anyway, or did you remove one of the... Oh, you removed one of the counters, okay.
I removed the other. There should only be one other ones.
Well, there can be a second one, right? If he counts as 2 and they have a stacking limit of 4.
It says if al-Baghdadi counter is reduced, he can choose. Wait, hold on. If the al-Baghdadi counter is not.
So when you place the al-Baghdadi counter down, it counts as 2 of the deployed 3 units.
Yeah.
I see, okay.
They can stack up to 4. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I misunderstood then. I thought he counted 2 against the stacking limit.
I think in order for them to, they're making a push on Asaka. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So they're going to attack here.
All right, cool. But Jan, you're right though. It does count as 2 stacking points, and it counts as 2 for reinforcement purposes as well.
I see. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, we're going cross country. We're attacking here. We get the free one offensive. If IS does not control any OFOs, the player in charge of IS can always move the al-Baghdadi counter and launch one offensive. So we're just doing both right here.
Go ahead.
We're gonna try to take this oil.
To take the oil for future operations.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's just, I don't know why I like being evil. 6. Okay, so 10 and 4. So we're on the 6 column. Go look at the other shifts. No intrinsic defensive value, no entrenchment. I don't think they can. I think they could play. Do I have any ones marked black? I do have. I don't know why I would do this for them. No, I don't want to do that for them yet. But technically, I could use one of my cards for them on behalf of them. I just don't think I need to. All right. So anything else? Asset cards? Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to use my Kachushkas on that. Somehow they get a hold of a rocket truck. That's it. No more isolation. So we're on the +5 to 7 table. And then where is my dice? So I'm just gonna steal one right here.
Continue, but I think that the IS can't even use the Katyushas anyways, because you need the black.
It does have it on. It does have a black.
Oh, it does? Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool, actually. I probably should have, but whatever. So it's a DR. A defender retreats. The defender loses a step and withdraws to an adjacent friendly. So
where do they go?
I would think they go to any one of these PYDs, right? Or let's flip it, and then I don't know which one.
So we do randomly. So
yeah,
1 to 3 is Kobani.
So it's over here.
Okay. Got it.
And does that mess a stack limit? No. Okay, and then we take the oil field. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's how they laugh. All right, so that was expended here. Okay. So that was for event. Supply for Syria. Anybody out of, and no one from the recent stuff is isolated, right? So that happened over here, I think. Where was that? Okay, whatever. Let's see. Now we're into planning for Syria. Oh boy, is Turkey ripe for rippage?
Ripe for rippage.
On a T-shirt somewhere. Let's see. All right, let's see. Plan. I got a plan whether I'm going to use anything. These guys only give me. I think I'm just going to do just a strategic move, or the strategic depot. Move 2 units and launch 1 offensive. How many do I have here? I can't in this sense, in this scenario, because we're not doing the 2-player thing, I can't bring Russia into this one yet. How many do I have here?
You'd want to be really careful doing Russia as well, because Russia and Turkey causes like a massive increase in international tension.
We'll go ahead and at least move this guy up. So that's my 1 move. And then I'm allowed 1 attack in this freebie mode. Screw it. Do we want to? Yeah, what the hell? Alright, we're bringing the forces in. Oops, I didn't mean to. Good gravy, what happened there? Alright, we're doing 1 offensive here. What do we got?
You can use the stack exploder. Might be more useful.
Yeah, but whatever.
Okay.
Easy's not the way I go. We're doing this the hard way. Okay, so we got 9. What's your defense? How did that get stacked that high? Oh. Isn't this a stacking offense right here?
I guess they were there from the beginning, from the setup.
Who is the stacking?
Right
offense?
here.
I don't know who's and this who.
This is FSA and this is
Yeah, they haven't moved, so I guess they're fine. Maybe.
I don't know if it's a mistake. Let me go look at the setup just real quick. I don't know. I really don't want to take the time for it, but whatever. Who is that? That's FSA. Al-Sham militia. Where is that mentioned? Al-Sham. Who's in control of Al-Sham?
Which city is that?
Right. No,
it's probably Idlib.
Yeah, it is.
Idlib. So like that was like, for people that don't really know the conflict, that's where they sent all the people that took like the green bus deals in Aleppo and and Damascus and some of the southern cities. They just put them on buses and sent them up to Idlib and be like, hey, we're just gonna kind of concentrate you all here.
Okay.
The Idlib should only have the 3 Al-Sham militias. I don't see where Idlib should have anything else. So how did the FSA get in there? Okay, is that good? All right. So how much? So what's your total defense there? 6.
9. Isn't it? Oh, no, it's 6. Yeah, 6.
Yeah. All right. So 6. Okay, so we're on the 3 column. All right. Any other adjustments? So I don't see any other adjustments. Do I want to pull my Kachushka? Yeah, what the hell? Oop, didn't mean to do that, but what the hell? I'll throw these in there. What is going on? There we go.
I was riding my bike through Hanover today, and there was somebody singing the Katyusha song.
Alright. So we were on the 2 to 4 column.
So hold on. I was thinking it was muted. I'm playing the close air support card as well. So
what does that do for me? Or for you?
it cancels out basically.
Okay, lovely. Well, then I'm glad I played it. and then what do you knock my rockets out of the air? Okay, all right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's roll that. Here's my attack roll. Is a 3 on the 4 column, which is an EX exchange. Both the attacker and defender lose a step from one of their units. Okay, that's lovely.
I'm going to put the asset cards back in the discard pile if you don't mind.
Good, yep. So I'm going to lose a step. I'll take it on the militia. Flipping that. I'll put that on top. Whatever. To hide my strength, of course. To hide my mighty strength below. Hey, put him in front. He looks weak. The weakest in front. Okay. All right, I think that's all, folks. Like that Bugs Bunny would say. And let me grab an asset. Let me grab a.
No strategic movement.
I can't move here, right? These guys can't move through here. Right. So I'm trying to think if anybody can even move. Maybe.
Well, it's weird because you have Syrian units underneath these. These,
Yes.
like, they're cohabitating it.
Okay.
Like similar way, like
But I control them at the start. Is that? Do I control?
I think so.
Syria controls Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Or I think Iran would. As we're unfortunately seeing. Let's see.
17.
Does that mean I can move through there? I mean, are these friendly? Are all these friendly? Right here and here. I don't think so.
I think
Not sure.
I mean, it's another color, right? So it's another sort of faction of Hezbollah.
So what are we doing? Yeah, but
I don't think you can just enter Lebanon there.
Lebanon. You mean? But I could do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about this Hezbollah counter because it's a different color.
Well, it's
It
got the
says
Different kinds of Hezbollah.
I think it's
Yes, there were different groups. So there's Hezbollah was a name used by actually a lot of these militia groups.
right, but I would have thought
And-
that I would have thought that it matches the top color. So this
Yeah. It does.
So this really should be like this, right? Because I control it for now, at least.
It matches the Iranian top color as well, and it has the Iranian flag next to them. So I do think that is Iranian controlled. But
Okay.
I'm going to check the rules for it real quick.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess that would
it
make
does say
sense.
that-
So they are
It says
friendly
that
to you, but not under your control.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense what you just said, you know. All right, so do I can't stack anymore there, right? The one movement, he can go up to 4, but I can go through Russia because he's an ally. How many do I have here? Yeah, I'm gonna move him over here. So he can go up to 4. He was here. 1, 2, 3, right? Nothing keeping me from doing what I just did. I came from here, and I went like that. Anybody object? Good. All right.
Yeah,
and then I'm just taking my cars and grabbing 2 assets. And I think that's what else we got. I think that's it. Yeah, I adjusted cards. Yep, that's it. Next player.
Yeah, I'm
Israel,
just
I think.
quickly checking the air mobile assault rules. Up to 6
I desperately
days.
need to get a drink.
Now that's interesting. Okay.
Go for it.
So Israel has air mobile units. They can move up to 6 bases and then
I'll be right back.
conduct an assault, basically. However, they will, of course, then be isolated. When can I play the Joker? Do we know that? Is it available to me at any time? Or?
Ask Peter.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the Joker basically lets you draw an extra card.
I think the Joker itself is a card.
Yeah.
So there's 2 Jokers. There's the normal Joker and the special Joker.
Oh.
So the normal Joker, I think, just lets you draw an extra card as like a freebie. The
Okay.
special Joker has the card effects on it, I think.
Okay. Let's see. So I will start with airstrikes in Syria as an event. I select 2 spaces and roll a die each. And I will select Kenatra and Dara. Kenatra first. It's a 1, which is nothing. And a 6. The unit is eliminated. This one. So this goes to the Syrian force pool. All right. There was no defense value in there. No. Okay. Let's see if I want to play another event or just start moving stuff. Well, I guess now that I have some space available, I will also play the reinforcements, because I can place them in Haifa and overstack for now. They must, however, the stacking limit must be met at the end of my turn, otherwise the exceeding units are demobilized. And I draw a card. Let's draw an asset for that. Maybe it helps. Let me see, what is that? Okay, got it. And then how many do I want to? 2, 4. Basically 4, I guess. I play combat engineers for the ops.
I'm back. Took longer than expected. Anything I need to do?
I've destroyed one of your units in Dara with airstrikes.
Son of a...
But the units in Kenatra were just laughing at my planes. Okay, so let me double check again. So that's 1 unit from there. That's 2 units from there. So I'm meeting stacking limits. And 1 unit from here. So that is 2 ops for movement. So, and then 2 ops for attack. So let's do movement first. Once the lag is gone, there it is. Moving there and bring some more tanks. And then these guys are sitting here. Quickly double check those guys. Okay, makes sense. And then I will free space here. Can I enter Jordan as well? Asking for a friend.
I think you control Jordan, in a sense.
Do I?
Well, I see that you have Jordanian forces here into your force pool.
That's interesting. That's 3.
I mean, that's very, very strange, but...
Let me see quickly if there is any
I don't
rule on
see
that
any
on the
mention of it.
intention. Israel captures Beirut, Damascus. Israel and Iran fight. Okay, no, there's nothing on that. Now that's interesting. Then the tanks could move further, of course. They could go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they can attack.
Israel, I want to think differently. This is the Russian players talking.
No, it's probably a bit risky, but I do that. Okay, so then 2 assaults, 1 here, 1 here. We start with that one. Let me get rid of the cards, so it's a bit more cleaned up here.
That's a powerful division.
Like so. Who does play assets first? Would that be the attacker or the defender?
Correct. It's basically simultaneous, right?
Okay, so it's 10 to 2, 8.
Jordan is only under Israeli control for scenario 10.
Okay. Oh, I don't do that. Then it's just the one attack with the tanks into Quneitra. And then I have a strength of 30. Artillery. Let me see how many. Does that even matter? So it goes 2 back to 11 to 13. Do I want to spend a card? I mean, I'm gonna redraw anyways, right?
So going to kill your leader.
3 column shifts. Oh wow.
That card is a little wild.
Well,
shit.
I call in close air support anyway, so that's 3 shifts back in my favor. So I guess we stick on a plus 18 or more.
Israel calls in the Death Star.
Yep. And roll a 3. What's that? Defender retreats with heavy losses. Defending force suffers 2 step losses, can be split, and withdraws to a friendly space. The attacker suffers 1, but gains control and occupies the locale. Armored units can exploit, but there is no space to exploit. Go away. No, it's this deck here. Because I couldn't move through Jordan. This was here.
This. Damn it.
Yes.
This stack.
Correct.
Does Hezbollah just get obliterated, or did he just get to chill there?
I think he's just chilling. He wouldn't have been. He's like they're in their pits, or they're in their tunnels.
Don't they just fight with you?
No, they're not friendly. They're friendly, but they're not controlled by me. These are just natural. These are native militia, basically.
Yeah, but they should. I mean, if they are friendly, they defend with you, so they should be going anyways then.
Yes, that's what I took too.
And the defenses are then
I think they are
destroyed.
hostile.
Yeah.
And I get it.
You mean that they were added to the defensive value, but I just can't control them otherwise, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess the defense is then destroyed, right?
I believe so, but you should check.
I don't know.
Not that important. Yeah, there's no space for me to break through. Otherwise, I mean, I could potentially move backward. That doesn't gain me anything. And that, do I want to do strategic movement? A single supplied unit. I don't really have the space to do it. What's going on in here? Enemies. There are 3 units in Haifa. Yeah, no strategic movement, and I will draw 3 cards.
Apparently, the way the Joker works, you can use it at any time. It doesn't have to be on your turn. It can be right in the middle of an attack.
Okay, but it's just the Joker marker then, and not the special Joker for this scenario?
Just the Joker marker. You discard it and immediately draw 2 cards.
What a shame. I would have loved to use the special.
The special one, I don't know. I think that has to be on your turn.
Okay, that's my turn done.
All right. I guess now it's Russia. How is that handled?
Well, I wish we had another player.
Collective
That's okay.
wisdom.
I mean, we could just call them defensive only. I don't know. It makes the most sense for me to control them. Does anybody disagree with that? I mean,
That makes the most sense.
It makes the most sense for Syria to control them. Where
Yeah.
the one thing I will do is I won't stack them. Okay. Russia, where are your cards? Sorry, I had to turn them around just because of where I'm physically at.
I'm actually okay with you stacking them, because it's an interesting play. Because
it's
Russia and Syria stacking together, right? Like it's a problem when you're trying to attack as the two, because you have to attack separate turns. But at the same time, it prevents Turkey from beating up the Syrians because there's Russia there, and that causes problems with international tension.
I'm just changing pink real quick. Let me. Okay, I think they would play reinforcements immediately. One card from the draw pile. Any type. I think I'll take a. Oop! I didn't mean to take the whole damn deck. What's just the draw button? Is it just D?
You hit the number
you
key.
hover over it and then
Yeah.
hit how many cards you want to draw.
Hold on. What I just got. I got a really interesting one, but I mean, I'm the last player. Like, it's like some of these cards are like during this turn, right? So, event. You know, if I have an event and I'm the last player, right, in the turn, it's useless to have it's almost useless to have a card that's this turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of crappy.
Well, unless it's a card that that can be played at any time.
Oh yeah, just a heads up. Supreme Leader Nick, you have control of both the Hezbollah and Iran Special Joker. Jan,
Yeah.
you have the Israeli Special Joker.
Oh
and
yeah.
Then Peter has the Russian Special Joker for the Russian times.
Which is a tremendous airstrike.
Actually, I might be able to get an extra player real fast for Russia. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to just continue doing this?
I just feel like I'm going to be too powerful if I have both, really, honestly. I think my reinforcements come in through TARDIS. So I just played my reinforcements and I got my card. Put this on top. So
Yeah, I mean, get them in then.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
there's the reinforcements. That's been played. Cards played. Checking supply. Nobody's out of supply. Planning. I think I'm going to... I think in this case I'm going to still use the strategic move, etc. Because they don't really have a long way to go, and I don't think I'm going to do more than one attack.
Okay, this guy said he should be in about 15 minutes, maybe 20.
I'll just at least finish this turn playing it horribly.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to move this tank brigade here. That's my that's one move. Here is a second move, and then I'm going to do an offensive in this direction here. So, this is going to affect the international tension, but I am attacking Turkey with Russia. Alright. Let's see what we got. 7. Go ahead.
Where are you attacking? Okay, so let me adjust the international tension first then, so we don't forget.
Oh!
So...
Yep, that goes to 5.
When... let's see...
It forces it to 5, and then the international, the high tension cards come into play. So now these are fair game.
Got it. Integrate them in then. I'll do the other side.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Shuffle.
And then you got to shuffle. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the one I was looking for. That's okay because these are getting shuffled anyways. But did not mean to do that.
I think you can hit G when you have them selected to group them.
Can we go back in time?
For
so because I think some of them got into the wrong stack.
why don't you just shuffle them all in there? We're on. It's okay. Just shuffle them all in.
Okay.
Just get them all in and then shuffle them. This should be fine, right?
Well, the reason I said that is because some of them fell into this stack and are part of this now.
Right, but what I was saying is just put them all together and just shuffle them.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's gonna screw us out too much.
No, that should be fine.
Then the events go in here as well, right?
Correct. Yep. And then shuffle. Okay, so we got 3, 7, 11 to 3. So we're on the +8. We're on the 8. Any other shifts?
Yes. Another airstrike card.
I am going to play my air superiority card.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Alright. Intercepted. Alright, so then I was waiting for that. But I'm also gonna play my truck bombing attack. Can only be played as an asset to support. Okay, that's be played.
Can't do that.
Sorry.
You guys are wasting a lot of airstrikes on not Saudi Arabia. It's upsetting.
Card just go.
Why don't you use your missiles on him?
I'm a friend
Thank
of
you
the
very
people.
much.
I'm a friend of the people.
Which people?
The people.
Not the people of Iraq.
Wallahi.
I don't know where my card just said. Oh, there it goes. There.
I'm a Sadiq al-Shab al-Iraqi.
So, blah, 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 blah. Alright, we're on the 8th column. Alright. No other defensive. So we're even up, right? On the 4 column.
What you got?
I got which is probably sucky. Yeah, it's AR attack, repulse, loses 1 step from 1, and the whole stack withdraws to the original spot. So yay for me.
Strong defenders of Turkey.
The other thing is the stacking. I think I might have made a mistake here, right?
Yeah, you went over stacking limit, but that just means that some of it should fill over to TARDIS. Just okay.
Yeah, but no, I think my attack itself had overstacked, right?
Yes, that is possibly correct.
Yeah.
It's whatever though. Like
It kind of
happens.
sucks. It kind of sucks that you logistically can't. Okay, so yeah, all right.
Yeah, just leave 1 there and put 2 in TARDIS.
I think that'll be fine. And
Yeah.
give him a step loss. I'll give him a step loss. All right. Oh boy. All right. So now I just got to bring his card up. I will take. I'm gonna take an event. Okay. And I think that strategic movement can't really because there's too many here, right?
Yeah.
We don't have anybody else I can move. I don't know where anybody. There are no more other Russians sitting over here. All right, I think we're good. Next turn. We're back to Saudi, I believe.
Okay, so
Oh, we're up to turn 2.
Yay.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
knows how to play though, so we're good.
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna play an event, and if I don't play an event, sorry. Let me go back up here to the sequence of play.
You basically immediately play them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play this for its ops value.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to move some guys over here. That is not what I wanted to move. I want to move over there. I think I was overstacked in there, unfortunately. But guess what it is. Now it's all good.
the
we-
rules only apply to Iran.
Yes. I'm glad you got that straight.
Norms-based international order, and Saudi Arabia is following the norms.
Do I have to leave stuff here to have control?
If it's your own country, no.
Okay.
And Iraq is definitely my country.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move. And when I'm doing movement, can I move additional? So, like, if I move these guys here from Shabaka to Najaf, can I then move them to Karbala?
Yes.
If they have
Okay.
enough movement.
They
So
have
you look
movement
at
of 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, they got 4 movement. So fuck
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down fucking doing that. That's baller.
I thought they only had 3 movement.
Also, for lines of communication, I think if the
So-
space is empty, you can just use it regardless.
mhm.
I mean, it's kind of neutral in control as far as lines for supply.
I think so.
I'm gonna,
I think
I'm
you're
gonna
right.
take that back. So this is just 1 activation, 1 op. This will be 2 ops. We're gonna do this, move them into Karbala for a 3rd op. Beat this guy and this guy, and that we're gonna fight in Karbala.
Okay,
That'll
hold
be
on.
all 4 of my ops.
This is what I was unfortunately suspecting. On in section 5, a space without a unit is controlled by the last player to have moved through it.
Hmm.
So we need to maybe copy the Joker. Like, was there anything that changed hands by
Mm-hmm.
control?
Nothing that I have. Nothing that is not still occupied.
Okay.
These guys are going into Karbala,
All right.
and that is going to be 10 to
Okay.
6.
6. And this space also has a -1 terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that is that a column or just
That's a column shift, yeah.
column shift? Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. I'm still going to roll a 6. So
I'm
Alright.
going to use close air support, and that's going to be 3 column shift in defense.
he's out here wasting that shit. How do you how do you still have 3? I feel like you've used cards.
I've not
Have
used
you?
any. I've used no
Wow.
cards since I drew.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. +4. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll.
Nick on Nick violence.
Now, next violence, and this is an exchange. So.
Which
This,
exchange? There
single
was one with the
exchange?
asterisks.
Yeah. And then I retreat, right?
Yeah.
It was just the exchange, normal exchange, not one with an asterisk, right?
Yes, just normal exchange.
Okay.
What would exchange asterisks be? Exactly.
You take 2
That would be
losses
2
on
losses.
each side.
Ah, gotcha. I feel like there's a better way of indicating that. Like exchange 2. And then that's me. Okay, so I draw up to my hand of 4, right?
Mhm.
Let me get one of these in here. All right, on to whoever's next.
All right, that is me. I will be playing an event. I'll be playing Israel Under Pressure.
What?
Pressure.
The Israeli player must discard 1 card, and his hand is permanently reduced to 3 cards
What?
up to the play of the event Tea Party. We move -1 on the international tension track. It cannot be played on turn 1, which it is not.
Hey, Israel, you gonna give me any cards?
I've
To which
discarded.
Russia says,
I've got the Tea Party.
to which Russia says, Zavrodnia.
Okay, I've
And it
discarded.
says, once played, place this card in front of the Israeli player. I'm not sure what that means, but
Yeah,
there you
just
go.
to remind me that.
Oh,
cannot
right,
draw.
yeah, that makes sense.
Did you reduce the tension?
I will do that now, down to 4.
Perfect.
Supply. I don't think my supply has changed at all. No. All right. Now, before I move forward, I will be. Oh gosh, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to go on to the planning. I'm going to use severe weather. I'm going to discard severe weather to use the 4 ops. And let's see. Well, we're going to go into Fallujah again. So that's going to be 1 point. Oh gosh, I don't want to go back to worrying about overstacking. Where do you see the movement points, or how much movement points a unit has? I thought it was 3, but
The
is it
right,
4?
the rightmost number.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the breakthrough. Okay.
No, if it's red, it's breakthrough. If it's blue, it's air assault. If it's
Gotcha,
black,
okay.
it's just regular movement.
So there's one.
Just one clarification. You do not need to spend ops for movement if you want to attack an adjacent locale. That's just, you just declare this stack is, you're spending the ops for the offensive. You don't have to move over
gotcha.
there.
Gotcha, okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you one offensive. I'm going to move this tank unit.
I do like how this rule set splits that, movement and offensive. It's one of the only rules I've seen that.
I'll move these 2 forward and really hope that this attack goes on through. Do I have any stacks back here? And then I'm going to move these forward. Okay. So we're going to do an attack here in Fallujah. It is 5 and 6. So 5 to, so 16
Against 2,
against 2.
which is isolated and gets a -2 column shift. So +2 for you.
Yeah. So we're in the we're in the 18. Prince Nick, do you have any cards to play for this?
I'm not gonna throw good money after bad now.
Okay. 3. Defender retreats with heavy losses. The defending force suffers 2 step losses and withdraws to friendly adjacent space. Okay. The attacker suffers 1 step loss, but gains control of the space and occupies it with his engaged units. His armored units can exploit the breakthrough, but I don't believe that is an option. Yeah.
No, so it's units with the red that the red movement. Yeah.
So we're gonna take that guy down a step loss. This is no longer isolated. And move that over.
I don't think you check the isolation after combat, though. I think it's still isolated until your next turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll move that. And then strategic movement.
Okay. No, I'm wrong, Nick. You were right. When an offensive reestablishes a line of communication, you remove the isolated marker. I'll move that for you.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm moving the 28th Tank Division to Baghdad. And I will go ahead and re-up to 4 card. And that is it for me.
Okay. So it's my turn. So I get to play an event card, which I will. I'm going to play strikes on Syria. and I get to choose 3 hexes, and I roll a die for every. Let me see.
Same umbrella.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay. So there's going to be none of that. Yeah, because, let's see. Any hostile card. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so in that case, there will be no events. Supply. Everything's still good.
Hey, real fast. I just drew 2 cards that turned out to be high international tension.
Yes, those are in play.
Oh, they are in play. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though it went down.
Yes, it stays in
Oh,
play.
gotcha.
They all stay in
Gotcha.
play. Once they're released, they're released. That's kind of why I did what I did.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So we now have our Russia player, Achilles.
Hello, hello.
Not the Achilles that Jan and I know.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, Australian Achilles.
Not that Achilles.
Yeah.
The Dusseldorf Achilles.
How you boys going?
Yeah.
Good. Do you need the tabletop simulator server and pass, or?
I've got that sense I'll be all good. Let me just let me figure out how to do push to talk, only because my neighbor's doing construction and there's just like real loud drilling and shit going on right next door.
All right.
If it helps any, we're actually not hearing it, but
Yeah, right now he's paused it. He's all right, but he hasn't
he's
done it for a
about
few
to-
hours, and
he
then
hasn't-
like literally 5 minutes before I joined, he started, and I was like, "Fuck, I have to figure this out now."
your psych units are getting their drills ready.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with this into here. The full stack. And that'll be just my strategic reserve movement for this, or strategic reserve stuff for this turn. That'll be 6, 8, 10. That's just 24 against 6.
Yep.
So it's plus 16. It's going to be in this column. I'm not going to reallocate anything. And then there's no effects underneath it. So I'm just going to take the flat roll. 3. So defend or retreat. So they take a loss and then retreat.
Can those guys take a loss? Yeah.
And they get to retreat. Do I get to choose where they retreat, or does someone else?
I think we've been rolling it.
Yeah, we
Let's
can.
just roll it.
Okay. So I probably should have said which one it's going to before I took the roll. But yeah. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 3 here.
Well, that looks like
4,
a
6.
Gobani to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Come
Yep,
to
okay,
Hasaka.
that's good.
We have plenty of hotel vacancies. We can put you a cot in the oil field.
Okay, so I can exploit, but I don't think I'm going to. And yeah, that'll be my movement in combat for this turn.
Mhm.
And then for strategic movement, I am going to move the mechanized core up to the triangle here. And then these can stay behind. Okay, that's strategic movement done. And then I will adjust my cards, so I'll grab some.
Then it's Syria, I think.
Syria.
Yep.
I'm playing a major natural disaster in Haifa.
What? What?
During this turn, the targeted player cannot launch any offensive, but may, by the same token, not be attacked. There are international emergency teams, which increases the empathy and decreases hostility. So the international goes down one as well. So I just did that. All right. You want me to put that here?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Under pressure. Okay. And the shit talking begins. Okay. We're yeah. And
Do you get to choose the natural disaster that happened?
Locusts. I don't know. There we go.
Jesus. That's not going to scare anyone.
There's some really bad biblical connotations to that. So take it as you will. Back at you. So, all right. On that note, I don't have. Oh, I actually think I'm going to play the Joker. My Joker.
Quick question for you, gents. Where do I read the rules for this?
Oh, that's right. I posted it in the. So there aren't really a lot of rules that you need to read.
I accidentally gave you a card, Israel. Hold on a second.
No. Yeah, I saw it briefly pop up on my hand.
This one?
No. Those are mine. You pulled it then to your hand. You have it.
I just posted the rules link again.
Yeah. So the two nicks there. That's the scenario rulebook and the rulebook. But really, this card here kind of shows you the turn order. And I think you'll kind of pick up on it just as you. Russia goes last.
Very good.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so I will, let's see, Syria. I think, what is the darn thing to explode this again, Jan? Sorry.
You right
click and then the very top option is...
where it says explode stack? Okay, alright.
Yeah. Reading the card explains the card.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking rules. All right.
Hey, Prince Nick, I hate to tell you this, but there's some overstacking going on in this.
What? Oh yeah. One of these guys shouldn't have needed that. No, what the fuck? That's your piece.
Oh, what? How did that end up there? Where did that even come from?
From your overstacked position in Karbala, maybe?
I never had. There were never 4 Shias there.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe there's some.
Only 3 Shias in Karbala? I doubt it. Let's look at Wikipedia.
Maybe the setup is not correct.
I am playing no retreat on this hex here, which means that you will here, just read that. Place a no retreat marker on the space. Where are those markers?
We can just remember the card, right? So defender retreat and exchange becomes defender retreat with heavy losses and exchange with heavy losses.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, sure, that works, but, like, you're the one attacking me, right? So, like, I'm not going to be retreating from here. I'm just going to take the absurd amount of losses. Are you sure you want to do that?
Any DR is an EX.
It does seem to benefit the defender quite a bit more than.
Yes.
Does it?
Like, if you want me to pin me in place and then just, like, beat me up, sure.
No, hold on. All right, hold on. Sorry. I just read it backwards. Sorry.
Well, it was forced the defender to lose 2 step losses. So if that helps to annihilate the stack in there, no, it doesn't. So then.
Yeah, it's fine. So we'll do that. All right, attacking. I get my shifts. All right, so,
So-
let's take this.
Here's what I'm going to do real quick.
IED.
I'm playing the IADs card.
Is that 2?
2 column shifts, yeah,
So I
for all
guess,
offensive
like-
on here.
So I get a +1 no matter. Okay, so I got 7, 8. I got 8. What is your total defense?
Total defense.
Can you
should
play that
be-
though because of the color coding?
So the color coding basically means that this is capable of being played by the Kurds and ISIS. Everyone else can still play it though.
Some cards that have that can only be played by them, but you just got to
Yeah,
read
and
it.
it'll say so on the bottom. Yeah.
All right, so you got
Right.
you have a 5 and I have a 8, so we're on the 3.
Oops.
Sorry,
Let me just get the ID card from out the bottom there.
so we're on the 3, and then
It will be right back.
I get 1 column shift because my bond is a little bit the one extra, and I don't think there's anything else. But all right, okay.
Yep.
So where is the dice? Here's the dice. Die. Whoa, baby.
Boom.
Unfortunate. Let's see.
That's a DR.
What column is it?
We were on the 4. Actually,
Okay, yeah,
we were on
DR.
the we were on the 5 because of the 1 column shift, so it's a DR. It's DR anyway.
Yeah, it's
Defender retreats. Defender loses 1 step and withdraws to a friendly control. The attacker gains control of the space and occupies it with all his engaged units.
Okay, let's see. So this one's going to take the loss. Nope. Lagging here a little bit. So this one here is going to retreat into here, and these two are just going to do the retreat overflow to the nearest hex, which should be this one. Okay.
The assumption is that this immediately disappears or just stays here for the turn, I think.
Yeah, it stays here for the turn.
And then, let's see, I think... Alright, let's get rid of all the cards. What else? Not doing that. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see if I want to do a strategic move. Is that next? Yes, let's see. We thought... Pretty much I own these, right? I'm right here, I'm gonna put this dice right next to it so I don't forget where the hell I'm at. So I can go through 1.
Well, strategic movement doesn't require any movement points. You just move it. As long as
You
it's-
just move it,
yeah.
but I'm trying to just keep me honest that these guys are friendly to me at least.
Yeah. We
Yep,
can
yep.
go to Hamath or whatever.
Can you
Kinda.
stack? Is the stack check at the end?
Yes.
I think so. All right.
But I'm not sure if you really want to do that. I mean, Just do whatever
Israelis
you
like
think is
running
right.
straight into Damascus is like kind of inevitable at this point.
yeah.
Very on brand for Israel to tell other countries. I don't think you really want to do that.
Okay, now let me get cards up to speed. Let's grab an event.
Okay. It's me then, I guess.
I think so.
I'll be
I,
right back.
however, cannot launch any offensives. I will repay the favor by activating dash.
Nice. The one thing he could do. Well, probably there's.
So, unfortunately, Baghdadi can't join them. And then, well, the stack is gonna attack. Let's see what's in the stack.
Stackity stack.
Dummy goes back, right? Or is a dummy kept for later? Kept for later.
I think it's immediately put back in. Let me go look at that. I'll look it up while you do.
Sure. So attack is then 5 against 5, well, you know, yeah, I guess Dash is putting down some chemical weapons for 3 column shifts, and tension increases by 1. Did that. So it is equal, let's see, and then 1, 2, 3 gets it to the +8. I need a die. 6 should be good. Defender retreats with heavy losses.
Becomes an EX because I played no retreat.
Becomes what?
It becomes an EX because I played the no retreat card on the.
Both lose 1.
Yes.
Okay, so they stay there. Can they actually lose a step? I don't think so.
They're just eliminated. I just flipped mine, by the way.
And those go randomly back into the pile, right?
Correct. I think just put it in the pile and then shuffle the pile. Or you put it on the bottom of the pile is what I usually do.
Sorry, what? I'm back.
When you put the IS units back in, do you purposefully keep a pool? Do you just keep it separate and then shuffle it later, I guess?
Yeah, I think for IS
just,
specific.
I think
it would be better to have a bag there.
Yeah.
Well, there is a bag. I think there is a bag
would
here.
be good. Okay, and drop 1.
Oh, yeah, this is the IS pool.
Oh. Well, that's what this is too. Yeah, I don't know why they gave both, but I would say just put them on the side here, and then we'll shuffle them up later. I guess I don't know. I feel like the game's probably not even get to that point, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we run out, we'll kind of shuffle.
So that was my event thing. Do I want to play ops for movement? What is in here? 5 defense. What is in here? Interesting. Not sure if I want to get the tanks back. At least the one. Yeah, I just, because I want to draw new cards, I spend this for movement ops. Get this guy out. Get this guy up, so that's 1 ops. And then get these, no. Oh well, this guy there. And the remaining ops are just thin air, and then I will draw 3 cards. And the natural disaster gets discarded as well. All right, that's me done.
Okay, after that is Russia.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We kind of help you out.
Yeah, please. I've been just like passing through this book, but my god, the rules book. But,
we'll help you throughout. It's fine.
Yeah.
We kind of were playing it neutrally anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, good.
But you are technically Syria's friend, you know. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Okay.
Syria's the owner and Syria's sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Sugar babushka. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so first things first, if you look in your hand, you can play any of your blue cards, which are your events. So if you were to look at that, I mean, you can kind of play it open if you want. Just anything
So those
that's
would be the blue titled ones, or
Yes.
yes, exactly. And you can play, let's see, the active player plays one, several, or no cards events. The alternative is to exchange a card with somebody else, but you would have to kind of be on the ends with that person.
okay, I see.
So either you can play one or you don't have to. Okay. If you had the one thing I will say is if you have like a reinforcement card, which you might not, then you could. It's probably a good idea to do it now because you immediately get those reinforcements if you haven't had one. Do you have a reinforcements card?
Not specifically titled that, but there's a card that seems like it could function like that. But
If you want to go ahead and just throw
unsure.
it out, we can kind of read it. It's
Okay.
fine. Let's see which one it is. Oh, it's the Peshmergas.
Oh.
What this is, it's basically, you basically gain control of these units right here. These Kurdish Peshmergas.
Okay.
So what you do is you use those to muck about with your nearby friends.
I
So
see.
you
Okay.
basically gain control of these guys, and you can probably, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and send word to you that you might want to screw around with Turkey because you already attacked Turkey. On your behalf, I had already attacked Turkey, so I would think you want to maybe tickle their side over here a little bit with the.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm
With
down
the
for
one
memeing
unit?
on the Turks.
Well, there's any of these, right?
How many reduced
right,
units do they have? Is there only one reduced unit here? Oh, it's two. So your option now is you can either flip those 2 units back to full strength or bring in one fresh unit from there.
I see. Okay. Yeah, we'll just flick the one. Play it easy.
Okay, that is let me see.
Do we need to go look at?
That's overstacked.
Yeah,
Is it bad?
I'm not sure if
Bad
you
juju? I'll leave
can
it
you
aside just
overstack.
in case.
No, only Israel can overstack. But
Only IS can.
yeah.
Right?
ISIS. Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the case, then I'll just flip the other two if I can't do that on that unit.
Okay.
Which is what, these two? That one and that one.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
And then you have
Okay,
4 operation points with them. And you could now move them. And per 2 units you want to move, you pay 1 ops. And they move up to their movement allowance, which is the rightmost number here. So this would be 2 for this unit. The other guys here, they are just defensive. They can't move away. So basically only this one unit can move. However, there is no free space you could move to. So instead, you can declare an offensive, which costs 2 points per stack. But only mobile units can do that, of course. So this unit, which would be the offensive stack, could then attack this position or this.
I see. Okay.
Or Mosul, I guess.
Okay.
And it has an attack of
Let's
6.
sling him this way then.
Yeah.
At Kamishli.
Okay.
Offenses are only 1 point.
Yes. Okay. So it's a +8, or I guess a -8 differential. So it's going to be so when you attack, you look at the first three numbers are attack, defense, movement. So basically what happens is you add up the attacker's attack and the defender's defense, and then you subtract the defender's defense, and then that gives you your differential for your table over here.
I see. Okay.
And you are at the -8, so it's going to be on this one here, which is pretty bad. And then the results are over here. So this gives you all the different codes for what they mean. So,
Okay, I see. So if you what EX, I suppose.
Yes, and if you have an asset card that you want to commit to this, you can. That's up to you.
Assets cards are the ones with the red titles.
Yes, usually they're for combat.
Oh wait, I actually do. This actually is fitting too, because it says it's only for Kurds.
Okay.
I bomb them.
2-column shift. Okay.
So then
column
does that
shift
mean
to
he
the
shuffles
right.
over to DR?
No. So it would shuffle over to this column, and then you take your roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can go ahead.
What do I roll? These dice?
D6. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Roll.
1.
No, that's
Oh, that's not good.
God's strongest
Not as
warriors.
as it could have been. Yeah. So
Okay.
attacker retreats, so that means you get repulsed to your original hex or your original zone, and then you also take 1 loss,
Okay.
1 step loss. So you flip it. Yep.
Ah, I see. Okay. And then these 2 cards are gone, I imagine.
They get they get put back into the assets card, like the discard piles. Yeah. Oh, and so notice how they're color coded. The blue goes with the blue. The red goes with the red.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, those were not Russian troops. We don't know what you're talking about. We have no hand in doing that. Russia is a peaceful country. Thank you. Do I draw a card at all or no?
At the
You
end
draw
of,
back up to 4.
yeah, but you can still
end turn?
at the end of the turn, yes.
Okay,
you can still
gotcha.
play.
I don't like all this. All this angry warfare. Russia's a peaceful country, so we're calling a ceasefire on all you Arab countries. No more fighting for 2 turns.
What?
All you guys, you can fight the ISIS, you can fight militia, but
Very good.
against each other. I had a chat to a good old mate Obama, and we said, you know what, we can't do this. This is too far.
So it's not 2 turns, but they're for the rest of this turn.
For this turn, which is
which means
over
that's unfortunate.
But at least
literally useless.
But it brings attention down.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
It does bring
I'm a
attention
peaceful.
down.
We
Yeah,
are a
just
peaceful
brought it
country.
down.
We did nothing
I got it
wrong.
And here was I hoping I could
But
rush
that's
through.
very
Like this
very
rogue
useful.
attack actually worked. Wow.
That's actually useful for Russia because you wanted to be able to do evil things and then get away with it, which is basically
Mhm.
See, Russia did nothing wrong. We don't know who those terrorists were that attacked innocent Turkey. We did nothing.
okay. So
Rogue elements.
I've
of
got-
the-
let me say something real quick. I got some family drama going on in my house right now. I need to take care of. But listen, so the two options are we can save it and we can stop, or somebody can take over Syria and you can continue, and I'll just let it go.
What do we think? I'm good for anything.
Yeah,
I'm good with anything.
whatever.
I'm good too.
So you want to
I can
continue?
play for like another
Okay.
hour.
Yeah.
May I suggest that maybe Saudi takes over Syria then,
Ooh, okay.
just for.
I can do that. I can do that. I was more or less ignoring that side of the map, so I don't have a huge conflict of interest.
Reject
so I will
Wahhabism, join
leave it
Russia.
running. So I'll leave the game running and I'll just check later. So I apologize, but I do need to.
All
check.
good,
No
man.
worries.
You're right.
No worries.
All right.
Thanks, Peter.
All right, let me just add the Syrian cards into my hand, and
Oh, careful with that because you don't want to mix them together.
that was a joke. That was a joke.
No, knowing you, Nick, you'll try to get away with anything. Like I can only imagine you playing this against Ed when he comes back. Like,
What? Literally, me trying to get away with anything? Really, me?
So from now, how do I draw cards? Like which part do I draw from?
So you can draw from either. So they're event cards over here, and these are like the capability asset cards.
Okay.
So in Tabletop Simulator, you just hover over and hit the number of how many you want to draw. So like 1, 2, 3, and it'll just go straight to your hand.
Okay, gotcha.
And you always draw up to a hand size of 4 cards.
Unless you're Israel right now being
Hey, Israel, I've got the Tea Party card if you want it.
Yeah, play it for the event then.
No, I'm not going to, unless you give me
I've
something.
drawn my
Yeah,
cards.
what can I
That's my
give you?
turn.
I don't know.
Do you?
Well, actually,
we
one
can trade
last
cards, right?
We can.
On the player's turn, I think I remember reading. But I do have one more question for these Joker things. Is that like a one thing done, or is it like multiple in those little Joker
Yes.
stacks?
Yes. So basically, this gives you extra 2 cards at any point, anytime. So that's what this one does. The special Joker has the when you can use it and its capabilities on it, but you get to use each of these only once.
Okay, easy. All right, no worries. That's my turn. I've drawn my cards, so I can't do anything else. I don't
Okay.
think.
So it's back to me, right? That's Saudi.
Turn 3. Yoo-hoo.
Either I think you can transfer ownership of the or.
I can just switch hands. I can just switch. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'll just click and drag the things out of his hand. I guess. Let me see if I can actually do that. This is
With
Syria
us
right
being
here.
promoted,
I can
we-
do that. I can do that. So I'll just drag them into my hand, and I'll, even though I can't switch to his seat. So I've got a good memory for this stuff. So don't worry. You guys can call me out on my bullshit if you want to. All right. Let's start this. I'm gonna play for an event, UAVs, and we're gonna so it says here, I spot 2 stacks of enemy units. What does that mean?
Not exactly sure because there's no fog of war here really besides IS.
That's what I was saying. But I'm still gonna try and attack. I want to go after one of these full strength Shia militias here in Karbala.
You know what it might be, Nick? And we might have been playing with this. You might not be allowed to examine stacks.
Yeah,
So
I guess so.
yeah, and then
Oh,
able.
okay.
Oh
that makes
yeah.
sense, yeah.
Well, that makes sense. So it's a 3. So one of your stacks in there is reduced.
All right.
1 unit in the stack?
One
unit.
militia in there is reduced. And then,
Done.
did you want to trade me, Jan? Did you want to trade me for the Tea Party card?
Yes.
So, you have a capability card. That'd be great. An asset card. That'd be great.
An asset
Supreme Leader Nick.
card.
Do the trade in the open.
Yes.
Supreme Leader Nick, here.
Yes, sir.
I'm trading Donald Trump Putin handshake in exchange for a Moab strike.
I think you have to do that during your turn.
Yeah, can't do
Do
it
you?
now. Yeah.
Yes.
It's during the event phase. So what
That's why I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I can give you an asset card, but it's basically worthless to you.
Then do it.
What is it? What is it?
Missiles for the brave. So that's Kurdish get for the current turn 1 column shift for all combats.
Is there any event cards that I might be interested that would be beneficial to me?
Yeah, but I can't give those away. I'm sorry.
Okay, then I guess enjoy your 3 cards.
I get
Alright,
back
then
to
I'm
you
gonna
later.
go over here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play the Tea Party at the White House for its op value.
No.
I love it.
Is this the second time you played that card for its ops value?
No, I think I was originally gonna do it, but I walked that back.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Right.
And then I played a capability card because I was like, actually, I want to hold on to this and use it as a leverage piece. So let me put the UAV thing over here.
Oh man.
I'm going to cash in my Joker and draw 2 asset cards.
And I've got two. I've got a Joker as well, right?
I believe we all do.
Okay, I'm doing the same thing.
I think you guys should just have your Joker in your hand.
Why don't we all get along?
When we put it back.
Yeah, why don't we get along? Russia tried this peaceful
What?
regime.
Go!
Everyone except Russia is your overlord and we'll all live peacefully.
This is going to be fun.
I'm giving the jokers to everyone.
So gonna use one of my op points to move those guys in and move and so that's 2 op points to have moved a total of 4 units. And then another 2 for that.
You really want that Karbala. You really want it.
Yeah, man. I kinda do.
All right.
It's an
Another
important
2.
city.
Remember, you don't move into the position you want to attack. You move adjacent. Movement is only on friendly positions and free positions, and then you spend the ops for the offensive.
Gotcha.
Into an adjacent.
Nobody called me out on that.
No.
Sorry, nobody told me that.
I think I've been screwing it up too.
That's fine. So these guys are technically.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
So that makes the stacking stuff a little bit more complicated.
All right. Let me move this ship back. And this fellow here was still there. Okay. Let me just start from the beginning here. All right.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna do 1. Gonna move this guy out here. 2. So that's 1 ops point. So put that right there. We're gonna do another ops point for that. Move that guy in.
Keep in mind, 1 ops point allows you to move 2 units.
Yes, I know. I've moved 4
Okay,
units.
yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We're good. We get it. We cool like that. And then we're going to move. How many do I have here? I'm going to do another ops point for an assault here, another point for an assault here, and then got 2 more ops points. So I'm going to move this guy over here. That's 4 movement. I'm going to move this guy here. 1 last op point for that. And up. I guess I'll declare 1 here in Ramadi. No reason not to. Okay. Let's go here and begin with these folks here in Najaf. Attacking into Karbala.
Okay, so Karbala
Rude.
has 2, 3, 4.
I've got 12, so I've got +8 right now.
+8.
Which is
What is the order for declaring cards? Do you declare cards and then I declare cards?
that's a good question, because let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's attacker first, but I'll check. Give me a second.
I'm going to first play Special Forces. So 2 column shift to my favor, and it's also for all attacks in that space for the rest of this turn. So,
Oh, I hate that. For attackers or for you?
for all attacks into that space.
Okay, I like that.
Or sorry. I can't imagine that it would be against me, because it's my special forces I'm putting down there. They're not going to help you. That would be a totally fucked rule.
all offensive targeting this space this turn. I mean,
So
Does that make any sense?
but it's
Sorry,
yeah.
what?
I mean,
Say again.
Okay, so I'm playing this offensive card, and it's I played it in Karbala, and so he's assuming that if it gives 2 column shift for all offensive targeting selected space for this turn. So if I take this and then he counterattacks on his move, it's going to get +2 in his favor as well.
oh, so it reads.
Because
I think so.
would
Yeah.
I'd say no. I'd say yes, sorry, because the top does say that it's both West and Russia committing, so it does sort of sound like that it's, both sides are committing to providing troops to help out.
And on the rules part, the defender always declares first if they want to play asset cards. Then the attacker, then any other player.
Go do it.
Yeah. I was about to say that, yeah. Like, you can third party a combat. It's pretty funny.
So does the defender choose cards for all attacks, or is it per attack?
Per attack.
Per attack, okay.
Because you resolve the attacks one by one.
Gotcha.
And identical cards cannot be played during the same offensive. So you can't stack whatever, close air support or what have you.
Oh, okay. I will not be playing any cards.
Okay. I'm going to play close air support. That's 2 combat shift in my favor. And that brings me up to 14 to 17. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Because that interpretation of the rules definitely changes how I would approach that.
God, I hope you roll a 1. That would make me so happy.
Okay, that was not a roll. This is a roll. That's a 3, and that is going to be defender retreat.
Alright. Defender loses 1 step from one of his units, and with the rest of friendly control adjacent space. And you can exploit if you have any red.
I do.
I'm gonna go here, and I'm sure that's gonna be a stacking thing. Do I have to take care of stacking immediately?
Because that's already all 3 right there, right? So you're gonna have to double retreat somewhere.
Okay, so we'll go right here.
Yeah. And then your retreat also does take a loss if you haven't applied it already.
Well, then we'll just go ahead and do that.
So these guys all move in. And since I've got these guys coming in as well, they will be overstacked, right?
Yeah.
And so I then get to essentially do that.
Sure.
That was what I was kind of counting on.
Of course.
Wait, that's definitely an overstack there. And so one of these guys should get bounced back.
Prince Nick's drive on Baghdad.
Yes, I'm definitely coming for that. Oops, didn't mean to grab that.
Oh, did you do a column shift for the -1?
It would have also been a.
Yeah, that would have been the same thing.
It would have been the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I can't remember quite now. It probably doesn't matter for this combat, but did you consider that only a maximum of 3 units can participate in an offensive?
Yes. Yeah. So it was 2 separate attacks from here and here.
So does that make it possible to have more than 3? Jan?
No.
I thought it was you adjudicate them as separate offensives. Else why? Yeah. That's what I did.
Yes.
That's what I did.
The max 3 is for ISIS, where it's like you can have 4 units in a hex, but only 3 of them can participate in an offensive.
ISIS can attack with 4. Page 9.
Can they? Oh, okay.
And I still had one more. I had this one over here in Al-Rutbah as well. And going
Okay.
into Ramadi. That was the last thing I was doing. So,
Yes.
and that's a total of 6.
Oh, and what we also didn't mention is that a single stack that conducted an offensive operation can continue to do so if you still have ops left.
See, now that is a big point to mention.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It is.
Want to drive on to Baghdad?
I think I'm gonna wait for your counterattack before I push on. I'm gonna take this nice and slow. But we're still gonna do this one in Al-Rutbah. I'm at a +2 on that.
Alrighty. I am going to not use any cards for that.
I am going to not play any cards as well.
All right, so
Roll
it's
1 die.
+2, and then it's going to be a shift, 1 shift to the left for the -1 for the terrain.
So it's at -1 to 1 right there. So we got all the combat modifiers, I think.
Yep.
Ooh, attack or retreat. Hate to see that. So
Well,
I'm gonna flip one of my guys, right?
The militia are there to be cannon fodder.
You know that's what they do. They stay like that. So
are we still playing where we can't look at stacks? Is that the official?
Um,
I don't really think it's a huge deal. Like
yeah.
that, it makes sense that would be a rule, but like we can play
Okay.
with it, without it, whatever you think is appropriate. I'm not like.
I think everyone's been playing without it for this entire thing, so
Gotcha.
just
yeah.
keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of peek.
All right, so let me.
Yeah, I think I've looked at a few of the Hezbollah guys, but I've forgotten already, so.
All right, it's on to you, Ayatollah Nick.
All right. Well, first of all, Turkey. I
Wait,
think we might have.
one. Prince Nick, you still need to replenish your deck, I think.
Oh yes, you're right. Thank you. Let me grab one more of those asset cards.
The warmonger cards.
Yeah.
We're really out for blood.
Hey.
Turkey, would you like to conduct a trade?
Yes.
All right. Good.
That was mother of all bombs for. We have to be transparent about it. It was mother of all bombs for Russia-U.S. negotiations.
Yeah. I will be playing an event card, the Houthi or Houthi, depending on how you pronounce it, Insurgency. The Iranian player discards 1 card at random from the Saudi hand. The Saudi player must permanently withdraw 3 full-strength Saudi or UAE brigades from his reinforcement pool. +1 of the international attention track cannot be played before turn 3. And we are on turn 3.
So
There you
it
go.
can be from the reinforcement pool, so it doesn't need to be necessarily.
Correct.
Just a point. I just wanted to check on the whole trading cards thing. It says on the first rule of the sequence of play that you don't specify what the card is exchanged for. Is that still a thing or no? But without revealing the card exchanged.
Okay. I did not read the last part.
No, that's okay.
I guess
That's all
something.
good. Just for coverage, in case you want to like sort of conceal what you're doing.
Oh, it's
Yeah. So you have to say that you're trading, but you don't have to say what
Yeah.
you're trading. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Prince
Nick,
Nick,
are
I
you
would
there?
like you to discard this card. I can't see it, but get rid of it.
That was this one. Okay.
I don't know what it was. Okay.
And then I think Prince Nick gets to choose
Yeah, you
A new
choose
which of his
three.
brigades.
So
You just choose 3 full-strength brigades.
From the Saudi or UAE. Those are what it has
Saudi
to
or
be.
UAE.
and does it have to? Can it be one of the ones in the reinforcement pool?
Yes.
Fuck
Can
yeah,
be
man.
from, yeah.
Oh, let's-
Match 4. Goodbye.
Bro, I wasn't even planning on bringing these assholes in, anyways.
Well, now you're definitely not going to.
Yeah, I might still, but let me see. I think I might bring in the Qataris. They out here balling like Kobe. I love it. All right, we good now. We good.
All right.
You pulled them out of the stack, right?
Oh, I thought it was reduce them.
No, it's withdraw them entirely.
Oh,
Withdraw,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Sorry, I thought you were saying reduce them. We're good. I'll just pull them out right here. Set them over to the side.
All right.
Did you increase the tension?
Oh, yeah. Move that up 1. Oh, oops, that's a turn track. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to planning. I'm going to use the US-Russia summit and 6 ops points and we're really going to go for a Hail Mary here.
Bring it on.
Let me see those red cubes. We're going to do 1 point.
You can just put them on the line between.
Yeah. So 1 point there, and this. Another point is going to be here, and here. And then a third. Go here. here. How many units is that? Okay. Okay, so there's 3 ops points. And then the other 3, we're going to do an attack here, here, and we're going to do an air mobile assault.
Wait, that's
These-
a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
These 2 brigades are going to drop here and here.
Wait a second, that's not how it works.
What?
The air mobile
Yeah.
assault, yeah, it's a little bit.
They move from a friendly controlled and supplied space up to 6 contiguous spaces, passing over enemy controlled spaces, but must stop its movement on a space clear of any enemy units, even if the space a unit conducting the air mobile assault is automatically in supply.
Yeah, so that means they basically drop then on Rafah and.
Oh, hang on.
You
But
realize
I'm
there's
not.
still guys here.
Oh, I know.
And then you need to spend ops to attack.
Well, so there's air mobile movement and air mobile assault.
Yes.
Yes.
So the ops used for assault should be the attack.
But you don't have enough if you do that. Because you've already used 3 of them for your normal movement. And then you already had declared 2. So and then your 6th one would be the air mobile movement. You wouldn't have enough for the air mobile assault.
So there's 2 kinds of ways to move air mobile units. I guess 3. So the air mobile movement, which is where you can move them from any friendly controlled and supplied space to any other friendly controlled space on the map,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
the air mobile assault,
Mm-hmm.
which is 6 contiguous spaces.
Mm-hmm. But that is just movement. And then you go into the offensive phase. And in the offensive phase, you need to spend ops to conduct offensives. And 1 ops per stack of a maximum of 3 units.
The assault doesn't come with an actual attack. It just
Yeah.
means that you're occupying a space.
I was confused initially about that as well.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
shucks.
You want to mulligan that?
No. In that case, well, could I just discard another unit or another card to use more ops points? I would have done that had I known that it would take.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use 1 or 2 cards for that, yeah.
Yeah. As much as I don't want to use this, we'll do. I'll actually use this close air support.
Oh, where are you doing this?
No, I'm just discarding that for the ops points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could control the U.S. Joker, right?
Once they intervene. Yes.
Only once they intervene. Okay.
Like Nick, for you should try to jack up the tension as much as possible to get to 10 ASAP.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been doing pretty aggressive shit, but that's just me.
There's been like 3 cards that brought it down by 1, so yeah.
With this extra ops, I'm just going to move some units up. I'm just going to spend just 2 additional ops points to move a couple units up, just because I kind of screwed that up instead of using the full 6.
How did that one get there?
Which one
You went
get where?
from here.
Went from here? has 3 movement.
Oh.
And this one can move further if you'd like. Like, 'cause
Well,
you only
again,
move that one 2 spaces.
I'm using a 6 ops card to do 2 ops, so I didn't, since we're kind of reversing it a little bit, I didn't want to totally. Well, we'll put it here then, and this guy will. Just go here. Okay, movement done. Now I will declare the air mobile assault for here and here with the rest of that. And so there will be 4 total combats.
Okay.
Cool. I'm sure this assaulting the these 2 positions will not work, but we'll see. The first one will be this one, Ramadi.
All right.
Defender, would you like to use any cards?
What is it? It's a lot to a little. So I'm at 5 right there.
19.
You're at plus
So that's
14.
14. That is in the second to the right.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Where is the dice? 4 is
Defender retreat.
Defender surrenders. Oh yeah, defender retreats. Yeah, and then
With heavy losses.
So
Did it have the asterisk on it?
It did have the asterisk.
Yeah, Jan's right then. Defender retreats with heavy losses, so it's 2-step losses.
Yep,
And then the attacker gets 1. Yep.
Well, I hate that. We will do this one next.
Okay. So got
So 3 attack.
2. You get a +1, but you get a -1 for. So you roll it on this table. So you need a better than 3 to do any damage.
Will you be using any cards?
No.
And which column from the left?
You'll be using the -2 to -4 because of the. And hold up, let me see if there's anything else there. Yeah, no.
Okay.
So
I am going to use Katyushas. It's a 3 column shift. So that's the +5 to +7.
Mm-hmm.
5. Defender retreats. And you lose 1 step.
Yeah, so I guess I'm back here.
Let's do this one next.
Okay.
So
2,
3.
5.
So that is -2 to 4, and then 1 over is -5 to 7. And are you going to play any cards?
No.
Hey,
I will be playing, in that case, close air support, the high international tension in close air support, 4 column shift, and Allah Akbar, which sounds wonderful when a white person says it. So 4 column shift, and during an offensive, consider any AR results as EX and any EX results as an EX star. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm rolling on +5 to +7. Ooh, 6.
Defender retreats.
And retreats.
Loses 1 stab.
And I guess let's get rid of these guys. And those guys go here. And then these guys will retreat this back here. Wait, no, these guys can't do that. They have to. There's nowhere to spill over. Oh no. I guess they're eliminated.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little bit of combat power.
Didn't we determine they can? Well, no, I guess they can't retreat anymore.
That was interesting.
All right, and this one last.
All right.
Now do we check if you're out of supply, or is that only on your turn?
No, that's only on my
That's all.
turn.
Only on your turn. Okay.
No. It's at the end of the active player's turn. There is supply for all players' units is checked.
Oh, gotcha.
No, supply is the second.
Oh, it's
thing.
the second. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. Was this the first time Iranian and Saudi units fought each other directly?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah.
it
So
should
it's
be.
up to 6. Yep.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Well, I don't love that, but
So the important thing with this one is that we get our next batch of reinforcements for everyone.
oh, cool. Okay. So for this, I am at 14. I'm at 22.
And I'm at 11. So you're at plus 11. I'm going to use a card.
Okay.
I'm going to use cruise missiles, force column shift.
4.
Yeah.
Yikes. I am out of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just wanted to say, when this happened, we were all supposed to immediately receive our next batch of reinforcements.
Oh, immediately.
Immediately.
Yes.
Interesting.
How many do you get?
They're grouped up by batches, so it depends on
Just be
how
everything
your
in here?
batch. Yeah, that's everything for you.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Can they? Well, the question now, the problem is here for Russia, for example, that would overstack both of those positions.
Yes. That's kind of like a weird thing in the rules, right? Because it's supposed to happen immediately. But yeah, I'm not sure how this would work.
So let's look that up, because the rule for Israel said they can overstack in Haifa once they come in. However, if you do not manage to get the units out of that position to satisfy the stacking limits at the end of your turn, the Israeli player decides or selects the units that are basically dissolved. They are demobilized.
Right.
So
Right.
let's see what about Russia? Or basically all the other factions. Page 8.
I guess let's resolve
Okay.
this combat too.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you are now rolling over in the -1 to 1 column.
All right. Well,
And
I've had good
you
luck
have
in
yet
3
to roll
battles.
anything lower than a 5, I'm pretty sure.
4.
And that is going to be an exchange. Asterisk. So
Okay, so we both lose 2 steps.
like that, because you have pretty good units there.
I think I took the heavier loss on that one.
You definitely did.
Yeah. All right. And strategic movement.
Yeah, this is a mess in Iraq now.
A little bit.
No way.
It's also kind of funny because I was looking if there was a
wouldn't
card
make that.
for what's it called? Iranian units entering Saudi Arabia, because I thought that would 100% get the US to freak out, but apparently not.
So
Maybe
Only
Nick
when they
should have
come
played
into
the.
Kuwait.
Yes.
Look, could be quite honest, I was taken aback by the air assault thing, which I did not even know was a rule. So, you know,
We mentioned it earlier, but you might have
have
been.
air
Yeah.
units too.
It's alright.
So
I didn't hear that part. So, like, I know I've got these units. I didn't know that you could just fucking drop over stuff. So,
It does mean you can do the same shit to him, though.
it
Yeah.
does, but also.
I mean, the big issue with that is, as we've seen in that example, there needs to be an open position where you can drop them in. You can drop them onto the enemy. And
Yeah.
the rules on the reinforcements are unclear. They just all they say is must follow the stacking limits. So I guess those Russian units just
the only
don't
thing
come
I
in.
can see is that it specifies for number 10 is that it can overstack, but otherwise it can't, I don't think.
Yeah, for
So I'll just send them
on
back.
4.0 stacking, it has an exemption for Russian and U.S. military intervention, which the scenario is weird because I guess Russia's already intervened, and that gives them an exemption to stack in Tartus and Latakia, like no problem.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well then.
Okay, if you say so. I was going to say otherwise I'll wait till 10 because it says at the very end of 10 tension that it's US and Russian intervention. So I'm assuming that's what it's referring to.
Yeah, but
again, if you want to do it that way, I'm easy either way. Doesn't bother me. As if I'm going to say no to that.
I'm honestly good with both of these because it's just kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, I'll just split them between them just to try and keep it as equal as possible. Alright, easy, thank you. I'll move them next turn anyway just to try and avoid that.
Yes.
No.
I think I can probably play to the end of this turn.
Yeah.
Like that'll probably be a good stopping point for us.
I'm cool with that.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish my turn.
Nick, can you please clean this up?
Clean what up? Yeah. I'm sorry.
The Houthi card. It's definitely pronounced Houthi, not Houthi. Anyone who's telling you it's the other way, I don't know what to tell you, man.
We'll put an event card in the asset pile over here. Go ahead and just put that right there. I've only just started hearing Houthi.
People who probably don't speak Arabic.
That's terrible, Nick. After I'm done here, I have to go and write a paper or like an essay on the Middle East, and it's due by midnight.
God,
Jesus.
I'll be fine, but it's gonna be a lot for one night.
What about the Middle East?
It's like a comparative Middle Eastern politics class, so I think this one's like on like state building in like Egypt or something.
Gosh. There's some good stuff out there, and so much literature out there on Egypt, quite frankly.
That's a big player, right?
It is, but it's also just historically been one of the few places researchers can actually go and get access to stuff. Until comparatively recently. So that's and also just, you know, British interest, Egyptology, you know, few different things. Plus they're, you know, the fact that they produce all the movies.
Is it my turn now?
Ayatollah Nick.
Iran is done. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And on to next
so,
player.
Syria gets spicier. So it's coup time.
What are you doing to my baby?
So let's see. One die roll for each Syrian unit. I'm just going to use the red ones to denote, like the red bricks to denote what flipped. So, start over here. This one. So this one is removed from play. Okay. So just this one, just for the rule here. That one's also removed from play.
Oh, I guess I should probably switch over to that.
Syrians, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll for this one first over here. That one's removed from play as well. Next one. That one switches sides. So that becomes an FIA mechanized division. And when we both co-occupy like this, I think the one with the higher defense flushes the other one out. So I'll let you choose where you want to retreat to, Nick. Right here.
We'll choose here.
Okay. Let's see. Takia, those are both loyalists. Loyalist. Oh, this one right here I have to roll for. That one's removed from play. Okay, this one now. That one's removed from play. No one likes Bashar, dude.
No one does. Alright.
I have
And
a
then
good authority. He's a nice guy.
Last one's right here.
So remove him. Alright.
That one joins the rebellion.
Flips.
Ah, fuck.
Let's see. FSA Armored Division. And then this also has the highest defense. So Hezbollah should get flushed out, I think.
Okay.
Depending on who controls it. Yeah. I don't think that one has to return to the...
Oh, it just gets
Yeah,
moved to a different... Okay.
Yeah, it's just real hostile to each other.
Makes sense. Actually, they're gonna move into this space. Into
That's
Damascus.
fair, yeah.
I didn't realize that was my space.
That's a terrible thought, though. Like, Hezbollah is the one defending Damascus against the Free Syrian Army. Like, that's such a cursed situation.
It kind of happened.
This one right here. Oh, that one got
to be
deleted.
okay.
Yeah, because that one is the one that got
I see,
converted into
okay.
another
Good,
unit.
just making sure.
And then +1 on the international tension track.
Bigly sad. Bashar will be missed.
And then this one gets removed from play after use. So yeah. Holy shit. The Syrian Army just got fucking gutted. That's like... Okay. Alright, the time is now. I'm playing the Turkey Joker card. Or the Joker chit. And I will draw 2 from the assets. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I am going to use this for the ops points. And I'll start with the movement first. I honestly was not expecting this to go as well as it did. So,
Crazy rolling.
we're gonna take it easy.
Yeah, that was mental.
Okay, so first things first. I'm going to take I'm going to use one of my op points out of the 6. And I'm going to move the 2 Al-Sham militia into here. And then next up, I'm going to conduct 5 attacks this turn. So let's see. Here, here. And then over here. And then otherwise this is going to get sandwiched by the Israelis. I'm just going to attack directly into this. Yeah. I'm running from the Israelis, not. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to start over here. Against the Kurds. Does anyone want to play any cards on their behalf? Don't think so, but yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I play missiles for the brave. They get a one column shift for the whole turn.
Okay. So okay, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hold on.
I'm not going to play.
Hold on.
Nope.
I'm playing Kurdish Rivalry. Cancel the effect of any Peshmerga cards during this.
Oh, come on.
It's over, Kurdish bros.
Get out of here, my dude. I need
Okay,
them to return to the fold.
This is going to be 10, 6 against 4, so it's plus 12. So it's going to be on the 12 column over here. So I'll just take my roll. 4 for the 12 is defender retreats. So this gets flipped, and then there's only one place you can retreat to, so it goes to Raqqa. And then I advance after it. Okay, next up, how to sequence this. Okay, I think the first thing I'll do actually is the Free Syrian Army against Hezbollah in Damascus. This is going to be funny. So let's see.
When I pull out those hypersonics.
Yeah. Hezbollah is like hypersonic stockpile that it's been keeping under its couch just in case. Oh, this is going to be bad. So this is going to be 6 against 6, so that's 0 with a -3 column shift.
Yes.
So 0.
Oh, yeah.
This could be at the worst possible column.
Yes, it is 8 or less. So you need that 6, my dude.
Yes. RNGesus, bless me. Ooh, close.
Close, no cigar.
So, attacker retreats, takes a step loss. Yeah. Okay. Now over here. Let's see, what's in here?
We've got a few things. We got a little bit of a surprise for you there, my friend. That's going to be a total defense of 13. Or, no, sorry, 11. 11, sorry.
11 against...
I'm in numerate. And calculate.
So this is 14 against 11, so it's +3. Let me check something real quick. Supreme Leader Nick, where is the rules regarding U.S. authorization? Do you remember what section that's in?
If you just search for authorization or something, it's 1 to 3. You need to roll a 1 to 3.
Okay. And then does the card get used up?
It should say it on the card. It's not authorization. What's the word? Approval?
Approval. Okay.
So you need like a special card to get approval?
There's certain cards that you need to roll certain things on.
Okay.
Got it. So no, if I don't succeed, I lose the card, which
you lose the card, which is then discarded.
Yes. Which I'll hold off on it then. So this is +3. Does anyone want to play any defensive cards for the Syrians?
Let me see if the Saudis want to do that. Just kidding, they don't.
Okay. So I'm going to play leadership, so that's going to do a 2 column shift. And so instead of the +3, it's going to be on the 8 to 10.
Sounds good.
Yep, and I'll take the roll. Actually, hold on. I'm stupid. This should cancel out with Aleppo because Aleppo has a -2, so it's just going to be on the +3.
Yeah. Okay.
So
There we go.
2. Unfortunate.
And that is a attacker retreat.
Yes, so I will take 1 loss. Random Turkish infantry brigade.
Love
Unfortunate.
Love to see it. And then
Okay.
you're also doing Afrin and Idlib.
Yes, so
So how much you got there coming from Afrin?
Afrin is 7
7,
against
11.
what is that?
So you're started at
Seven,
minus 4, and then you
-4,
move over. You're at 8 or less because of the. Or sorry, you're at the worst possible column right now.
Okay, so I'm going to play leadership.
Didn't you just do that?
I have 2.
Oh, yeah, 2. Okay. I didn't realize
Yeah.
there was a duplicate of that.
There's a couple of cards that have duplicates. The more
Yeah.
generic ones, especially.
Okay.
So that'll bring me up to -2 to -4, and then I will attempt to use the Moab strike on it. I need a 1 through 3 to get U.S. approval, though. So.
Right.
Yes.
So
it's a 5-column shift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on the 11 to 13 now.
All right. Let's get a 1 or a 2, my friend. It's gonna be it for the homies.
Yeah. So 1 loss and defend a retreat.
And I have nowhere to retreat. So
Okay.
that is not great. Yeah.
This is just a crazy thing. It's just like, oh yes, the Turks have like requested Americans to like drop a Moab on Aleppo. Like, it's crushing.
This is like the no rules, no hold bar type shit.
Yeah. Okay, and then this one, I'll just cancel this attack and just eat the loss. Yep. And then let me throw this back out there. Okay, glorious Turkish victory. Let's see. So that's all the movement done. Let me do strategic movement. Move this right here. It's previously occupied by me.
No.
And then I'm going to draw my 4 cards. So.
And then it's Syria, I guess.
Yes.
It's who's next?
Syria.
Oh God. Let me just rally. Let me rally my 4 remaining dudes. Holy fuck. Alright. God, I don't even know where to start with this. There's no reinforcements. Russia, my man. What have you been up to?
I don't know, brother. I'm just learning the game.
All I can say is learn faster, my dude. We need you. God, this is the worst. Alright. We're gonna contract back to what I'm calling a defensive perimeter. So we're going to do successful negotiations for its ops value. Gonna bring this guy here, and we're gonna move this guy here. Quite frankly, that's all I want to do because this is, and actually, we're gonna declare an assault here. That might be the only thing we can actually do that is gonna be worth a damn.
I want you to know all this does is bring your demise to the Israelis like closer.
You're attacking Damascus?
He's attacking out of Damascus.
I'm attacking into Katana.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And that'll push him into Jebel Druze, right? Is there a special rule of that? Oh wait, no. Oh, I suppose, yeah, we are at war with the Israelis. I keep thinking that the Israelis aren't going to attack, but I don't know why I would think that.
They're in your country, dude. Like,
Yeah.
they've gone past Golan.
I've done reports on Syrian airstrikes into Syria from Israel, in my past life, but totally out the window right now. Fuck! Alright, we're canceling that shit. Alright.
I do want to mention though, you
honestly,
do have
since
two units.
I only used two. Oh,
Yeah, you got some.
nah,
You have
we're
two
keeping
units
those there. I'm just
fuck
gonna
the-
pull that back since I only used 2 op points. We're just gonna be chill, and then I'm going to draw up to my full thing. Let me. And we should reshuffle these, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, is it empty? Yeah,
Yeah.
reshuffle. Yeah. So Nick, I just want to ask, what is the mental state of Bashar right now?
What was I this is like Gottdammerung. This is going into the bunker. This is that one movie that the Germans made about Hitler in the bunker type shit.
Downfall.
Yes, Downfall. That was not the name. Yeah.
Okay, then Israel goes.
Quite frankly, I considered Bashar al-Assad the evilest man of this century, bar none. Even
I will play Ballistic Deterrence for the event. That will increase the tension by 1. Uh-oh. However, that means that nobody except US and Russia are allowed to attack Israeli territory for the end of until the end of the game. And
Oh, that sucks.
did you want to come over and invade Israel?
No, I was just thinking that like a strategy is. I was looking at the rules that obviously if the tension gets up to 10, the U.S. comes under the control of Saudi Arabia, but if Haifa gets attacked, the U.S. comes under the control of Israel.
Ah, okay. Well, I should probably not have played them. But anyways, and then I'm going to play this card, and now you will see where I couldn't trade for the ops value. For the ops value, let me see. Now. And let me also play my Joker chip thingy and draw 2 asset cards. Okay.
Remind me, did the Syrians play their Joker already, or has that just been sitting there in the Mediterranean?
I'm not
I
sure.
think they already have. I'm assuming they have.
Someone took all of our jokers and put them in front of us.
Yeah, I did because the Jokers are supposed to be discarded over here. So like
Oh.
you get them until you need to use them,
Okay.
right?
Well, the Saudi one's already been used. So,
Yeah.
that's
The
fine.
Iranian one was used too.
Yes. Turkish one's used. I'm not sure. I don't think the ISIS Joker or Iraqi Joker is in this one. So yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
What?
A joker.
I don't know.
Uh,
The guy that designed this is French.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's also used in German as well. So that's basically something you get for free.
Oh. Okay, so like the playing card.
Do I want to do an air assault? And if so, where? So my objective says I want Damascus or Beirut. And a lot of stuff around it. So I guess what I rather do is... Do we have the cubes? 1 point here for an offensive. 1 point here for an offensive. 1 point here for an offensive. Yeah, and then I have, well, I have 3 points left, and I could potentially use them to carry on if I wanted to. All right. So let's start with here. I will attack with the 2 strongest units and leave the brigade behind. So that's 20 points against 3. 17. Do you want to play any cards?
No. They're it's kind of over for them, so yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just roll the die. It's a 2. That's not the very best, but on a 17, defender retreats, so they take a loss and are destroyed anyways.
Okay.
And my tanks move on. Like so. And they could actually, not using their breakthrough, but using the ops points I have still left, they could attack Damascus now. Let me think about that. Let's do the other attacks first. Let's attack Mayayum.
The brave, this is dedicated to the brave Hezbollah defenders in Damascus.
And I'm only using the strongest units again, so 20 points. What do we have in here? There's 2 column shifts and a defense of 5. So
When do we check for victory? Sorry, when?
15,
I think we determined that was at the end of the game.
Okay, so sorry.
15 with 2 shifts get me to the +8 column. It's too much exchange there for my taste. Ah well, let's just hope the dice are with me here. Ugh. That is attacker retreats. 1 step loss. On these guys here. And they go back home. They could attack again if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. And then I do an attack into South Litani. Let's see what's in there. That's 6. I'm attacking with 18, so I leave the paratroopers behind. And so that's 12, but 2 column shifts for them. On the 5 to 7. Do you want to play any cards?
I think it's the Iranian player who has this under their control. It's the Hezbollah and Shia militias.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Okay, I will use close air support. 3 column shifts. Where was I, on the 5 or which one was it? No, let's see. 12. Let's see, 12, then 2, and then 3 back, so that's 14 to 17. 4. 14 to 17, 4. Defender retreats with heavy losses. Defending forces suffered 2 step losses. And withdraw, I take 1. So I take one of these guys. Do you want to determine, should it be just the weakest militia Who takes the losses?
Yeah, they
they're,
do.
they're all more or less the same, except for
Yeah, this one is a little bit stronger.
Hezbollah is slightly larger.
Yeah.
And where do you want to retreat them to? That marker obviously stays here.
They can retreat to different spaces, right? Do they have to all retreat to the same space?
Oh, they all have to go there, right? You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so
they have
we'll
to
send them to Sidon.
overspill to Becca, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So who is here right now? That will go there, and then that will go there, because that can't retreat to Beirut.
Okay, so that's this asset spent. I still have 3 ops for offensives. Do I dare to attack Damascus this turn?
I don't know, man. Do you?
Well, it gets another 2 for the city, right? 2 column shifts. Yeah.
Yes,
No.
Gonna be -3.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, Israel.
Not gonna happen this turn. I draw. Is it possible to discard cards actually?
I'm not sure. Let me check. Because I figure if you want to discard, just use it for the op points, right?
And then don't take the rest of it. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Well, doesn't matter for now. Do I want to do strategic movement? No. Probably. Well, I guess those 2 spaces. Nobody can attack those 2 spaces unless the Russians want to drop paratroopers over here, I guess. Let's assume they don't. How many units are in here? Right here. 2. Bring the tanks there. Alright, that's strategic movement done. And that's my turn done, and I draw cards. Only 2, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I just checked. You can't discard cards to just draw another one. So yeah, you just have to hope you get the Tea Party card.
Oh, it's at the bottom of the discard, my friends.
Yeah.
Keep hoping.
Yep. Alright. So
Change my
it's
flags to the appropriate set.
Russia then.
Oh, very good. Okay. First question. With the Joker card, can I use that at the beginning to draw 2 and then play them, or no?
You can
use it anytime.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to use mine now. Draw a couple cards.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
putting that here.
Note that you guys do also have your special jokers available to you.
Oh yes, I'm very much aware of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's plus
Syria,
2 on the
wow.
international track.
So another question actually. These like sort of along the West Syria Turkey sort of border. These like purple but base turquoise top colors. Who are they controlled by? Are they Turk as
By
well?
Turkey.
Okay, they are Turks.
Yeah. But they don't count as Turks for international attention purposes.
Yeah, that's all I needed to know. That's good. That's good. Okay.
Although these ones right here are mine. These ones in Tripoli.
Okay.
Those are my homies.
Okay, so they're different.
Or the Saudis. We belong to the Saudis.
Okay. Then I will use. Let's see. Okay. For first move, I suppose. Then let's use the special Russian ability. So I can airstrike 2 places. So I'm gonna do Hama and Iskenderun.
Okay.
So
let's see.
Well, I actually screwed up. I moved 2 units. That was not allowed.
And then it's for each unit. so I'm gonna grab a dice.
Alright, raise the international tension track. This is getting tantalizingly close to U.S.
I
intervention.
hate every second of this. Which spaces are you doing?
So it is Hama and Iskenderun. So this one and then this one.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yes,
going to be
and
a
this one,
negative
every
1.
unit within them.
Yes. So
Negative 1 to both of the
I guess we'll
spaces.
start with Hama's one. So we'll do this top guy first. I think he's dead.
5. Unit is
Next guy.
eliminated.
He's dead. Then we'll do Iskenderun. He's wounded.
4. Wounded.
I can't target Turks because it's not NATO troops, so I can't do him. And I'm guessing it's all just NATO the rest. Okay, that's all I can do then.
Yep. So
Okay, that's a good start. Next is yeah, I can't use this anyway, so we'll use this for the ops points. So I think that means I've got 8, right?
use a reinforcement card or card.
No, I'm using this
card
for the ops points because I can't actually do US support because I'm Russia. I wish I could.
Yeah, that's right. That's unfortunate.
Very sad. Bigly sad. Yeah, so we're just going to start shifting guys in. We're just going to come in to help out the boys. You know, Bashar called me in. He, great guy, really good guy. And, he just wants a bit of a helping hand. So I'm just going to grab one of these, the old dice. Cubes. Let's go for
Such a great guy.
A little cheeky attack there.
Bashar might even get an interview with Tucker Carlson.
Shit, did you watch that?
I did. I've also watched some of the great parodies that people were doing. They were doing AI-generated ones where Tucker Carlson interviews eldritch gods from the Elder Scrolls series.
you see, Nick, in order to understand this, we need to go back to 862 when Prince of
I gotta send you this shit. If you enjoyed the game Skyrim, you're gonna enjoy this.
Oh, I want to see that too. I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan, and I've seen so many parodies of that.
But sorry, Achilles. Just a heads up
That's all
though.
good.
This is going to be overstacked.
Yeah.
This has 4 in it.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because including the Syrian units, there's 4 in there.
Can I not attack from them or no?
I mean, you can, but it's going to be you're going to be overstacked, right? So you have to do your movement first, right?
Okay. So I can't select half of those units to go on the offensive, I suppose. Okay, I see. So I'll do.
Oh,
Okay,
whoops.
let's see.
Well, you can select units, but you need to meet the stacking limit, anyways.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm guessing those
Yes.
two Syrian. Yep. Okay, just making sure.
Yes, Nick screwed you over by not moving those 2 units.
That's fine. It's all good. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll still do it this way just because then I can empty out that province a bit. And now I have only 3 there because I shifted one over to Titus.
Okay.
And then this one I was going to use. If I could sort of squeeze it, it wants to sit on the fucking side. Bloody thing. I'll just.
Yeah, I know where it's going.
But yeah, that one's trying to attack there. Otherwise, if it can't, then if I take it, then it'll get cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
So I've moved. I think there's 2 units I've moved here, and then 1 has gone here, and then 2 attacks. Is that within the 8 op points, or is that too much?
Yeah, that's just. You have so many op points.
Okay, very good.
You're good.
All right, excellent. That's all I needed.
And by the way, you don't actually have to point that out, so those points won't be lost if you are not able to take that. The only thing you need to do is to split up your ops on movement and on offensives. And then once you've done all your movement, then you start your offensives, and however many ops points you have allocated to offensives can then be used anywhere.
Okay. Oh, so I don't have to do this attack until after this one's resolved, is what you mean?
Right.
Oh.
So you just say, okay, now I
Oh, very already said it.
Whatever. How
It's gonna
many
happen either way.
points did you spend on movement 2 or what?
Yeah.
And so you have 6 ops points for offensives now. So where do you start?
Okay. Well, I'll still do this one first.
Sure.
I'm not going to allocate any defensive support, so
Okay, and then this one is minus. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, yeah, no, I won't use cards then. Yeah, we'll just do this plain.
8 to
plain old roll.
6.
So that is a. What is that?
+2.
+2. So that's the okay.
Mhm.
That's like the most equal one. Okay, easy.
Four.
Exchange with heavy losses. Attacker
take
and defender both lose 2 steps.
Yes.
If the defender is eliminated, the attacker occupies the space.
The attacker's also eliminated, though.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, so I get it anyway.
no, so you take 2 step losses, so that gets obliterated.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
The-
dead. Okay.
The armored
Damn.
division is gone.
Yeah, you put in the replacements. Yeah, perfect.
Those weren't Russians. We don't know who they were. That was random people.
That was a Chechen armored brigade.
Yeah, we didn't send them there. Those are rogue units. They went AWOL. I suppose then this attack doesn't matter since there's no one there.
Yeah, but you can retarget it, like Jan was saying. Like
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
a set
Oh,
thing.
good. Just gonna shift them in then.
No,
It
that you
can't
can't do.
Move though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I can't like attack into it like still or
No, because that's moving into it. There's nothing there.
Ah, okay. I
You
understand
can
now.
still attack into Aleppo, which is
I see.
up to you. But yeah.
That one's a bit spooky, you know. Well, since I've got it, let's do Peshmergas again. Since I have it again.
For what?
For all the Kurd boys, I get 4 op points for them, and then I could just control them for a turn, and then also throw a guy onto the field.
Are you allowed to do this in the non-event section?
No.
No, yeah, you have to do it in the event
Oh, is it
section.
in the beginning?
But I
Ah,
think
okay.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Turkey didn't play any cards anyways, and so if you want to do that, just go ahead and do it.
No, up to you. I'll hold it since it's a bit of a faux pas, I suppose.
Nah, you're still learning. That's so good.
Yeah, you're good.
If you want to play the card, play the card.
All right, it's funny. I will. So I'm guessing I just grab the top guy and just toss him somewhere. So let's go here. 'Cause this place is getting attacked a lot.
Oh,
And then
You
the
run with
mobile
cool,
units,
right,
where
we're-
do you
we're
have
cool.
mobile units? Those are both not mobile. This guy is mobile.
You can tell if it's mobile or not.
If it has
These,
the
yeah,
brackets.
the brackets are not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Oh,
guess
it's the bracket. If it's the bracket, it doesn't have it. Okay, that's
these two could move these 2 stacks.
Okay, yeah, I'll do this guy under it and just shift.
No,
him
this
over
this one cannot move. The top one can move.
there. Oh, okay. But this one doesn't have a bracket. Does that not matter?
Well, the bracket cannot move. It's just a defensive
Oh, they cannot
static.
move. Oh, my apologies. I misunderstood. Okay, yep. I thought it
And
was
this
just
one
like,
can
good.
move up to 2 spaces.
Gotcha. Okay, that's probably fine then. I'm good like that. Yeah, I think that's alright. I don't think I can really attack anything else. What do you think, Syria, bro? Where else should I go? You know, I'm here for Bashar. What does he want to do?
don't think that's.
I think that's really it. I don't think I can really, since I can't move anywhere else. I was going to try to occupy it, but I can't do that, so that's about it.
Okay. Then that was turn 3. Shall we leave it at that, or?
Yeah, I think someone was saying we'll wrap up this turn.
Oh, it makes sense. I think we're going
Yeah.
for 4.5 hours now.
Oh wow.
Dang, I just got a reinforcements
of it.
card to get the those 2 tank divisions reinforced.
Yeah, I mean,
So I could then get them degraded again.
yeah, I mean, Peter said once he's back at his computer, he's gonna save. So if we want to continue another time,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Yeah, I think we saved it just the right moment too. Like this will work.
Yeah.
Do flip
Interesting
it though,
cards in there.
I was going to say I
deck.
did use that, so I was going to ask what to do with that. Okay, all good.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the game so far?
I like it.
Learnable, but it seems good.
I like it. The combat cards, the asset cards, feel very swingy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yes.
I feel like this is honestly this is really similar to a game I made for Libya. The way the combat cards are used, it doesn't feel like there's very many ways to counter the cards. It's just okay. You either have cards in your hand to play against it and then kind of lower it, but you're gonna run out of those. So I don't know if I quite like the balance of that, but from everything else, I thought it was pretty cool. The idea, the kind of way in which all of these different fronts interact is really neat.
Yeah,
And
you
that
did.
too.
Oh, sorry.
And then also like the way, particularly the way in which the Kurds and the ISIS are, done. I thought that was cool. So.
Got it. Yeah, you did your like studies on like Middle Eastern relations, or
Arab studies, so like that. This is my background. I thought, and like my first jobs were literally covering the Syrian war, and doing research on Syria. So I thought that was pretty cool to see a lot of that reflected. And you can't get it super granular like Hezbollah, and like you can't get more granular than just saying Sunni or Shia militias. I thought it kind of, for the most part, seemed like it had an economy of rules, because they left a lot of that to the event cards and stuff, which I thought I appreciated, because there's a lot of shit going on, and kind of trying to have stuff consistent across essentially 3 separate conflicts. You got the stuff in the Kurdish areas, got the stuff going on here in Iraq with the Hashid Sha'bi, and then what's going on most of Syria. You kind of have almost 3 distinct conflicts. Plus, you throw in Israel in there. So, I thought it was cool how it had to have a nice system across that. But I really do think that the cards are really swingy.
I agree.
Yeah, me too. I also really like the game in general, but that's an aspect, and I somehow feel that the different countries don't really have a character sort of stuff going on. I mean, there are very few cards that you then actually get to play that are targeted to one specific country, right? They are all just okay, now I have those missiles and I have that airstrike and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Like the fact, like for example, like this truck bombing attack here, that is a tactic that the Syrian ISIS and Syria and the Syrian opposition likely would use. Wouldn't necessarily put it off of a U.S. funded and trained military like Saudi, regardless of what you think of the regime there, they've got a very different operating concepts. So I don't know, like I feel like it felt weird, and like that they were kind of just detached from what you had there. It's like mobile artillery. I could use, if, for example, when Ayatollah Nick dropped here into there, like mobile artillery. You may or may not have that attached to an airborne or an air assault battalion. So like it feels kind of felt almost detached from what you actually had on the ground. I get that there's meant to be kind of augmented, but
Yeah, the truck.
if you're able to do an airstrike just wherever, regardless of whether or not it's within range of air bases you control or whatever. That was just that'd be my main gripe. And then, but yeah,
There's certain capabilities that are very national specific. So like if you look at the truck bombing attack, it says it can only be played to support IS or Kurdish troops, that or any type of militia. So there's that sort of thing, right? I know the chemical weapon one. We didn't get to use it, but I think it says only the Syrian regime and Russia. I think so. There are a couple things that are like that, right? But yeah, you're right. It's kind of if you get that card and you're not that country, it's just kind of a whatever, right? You use it for the ops points.
yeah. And it didn't feel like there was a way to cancel out, or the fact that they were like one-time uses. These things are things that are generally persistent capabilities overall.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one area denial strategy, which basically denies all hostile air missions for the rest of the turn. But and there's then also a nation-specific one for Russia, Syria, or Iranian player. But there are very few of those.
This one is a really impressive card. I think that's one of the most persistent ones I've seen.
I assume that, like, I looked through the other scenarios and there seems like there's a lot more restrict. We played one of the pretty freeform ones where you can just kind of do whatever. But I imagine there's a lot more going on in some of the pre-planned ones where it's okay, you can't go here, you can't go there.
Right.
You can't engage until certain turns. So.
But yeah, I gotta work on my essay now. So it was nice playing with you all.
No
Good
worries,
playing
take
with
care,
you
boys.
too.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
And I am absolutely loving this Lord of the Rings Tucker Carlson. This is absolutely killing me.